Larry and Kathie J's Blazin' Hit Radio. From the Mile High. And now worldwide.
Welcome.
It's the most wonderful time to be queer.
Ding dong, ding dong.
With gay marriage passing and male twerk dancing, everyone please cheer. It's the most wonderful time to be queer.
It's the happiest season of all. With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings and trips to the mall. It's the gayest season of all.
There'll be drinks at the compound, then we're off to Boys Town and Lanny's Clock Tower show.
There'll be scary stories and big holes of glory and hopefully lots of snow.
It's the most wonderful time to be queer.
Big dongs.
There'll be much mistletoeing, but no camel towing. Grinder says you're near. It's the most wonderful time to be queer.
We have an NFL player, a Navy SEAL slayer, and that's just to start. We've got Wentworth Miller, Jim Parsons, and Sam Smith ruling the charts. It's the most wonderful time to be queer. With the gay marriage passing and male twerk dancing, everyone please cheer. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time to be queer.
Blazin' Hit Radio.
I love that morning show.
Now with more us.
They wake me up.
Better music, less commercials, more Larry and Kathie.
In the morning, in the shower.
Going back to the most wonderful time to be queer song.
Yeah.
It really is. Of all times to try it, maybe this would be that time.
Oh, you're just putting that out there.
Well, I'm
Not
just saying.
everyone is gay.
I
I know,
right?
only the cool people. But here's the thing.
Right.
Like if you were debating it, I guess now would be a good time, I guess.
Yeah, well, you still have to find other people to do that with.
Hook it up with, right?
Right.
Maybe discreet.
So you're saying what? I mean, some people can't drop 30 pounds and get to the club this fast.
No,
what are you, crazy?
There's all levels. I mean, like, not everybody goes to the workout and they still get laid, you know? I mean, there's workout people that get laid, clearly.
Yes, right.
And then there's non-workout people that get laid.
Right.
And then there's, like, sometimes a workout person that'll throw a bone to a not workout person.
Yeah, which is nice. Right. but that's like lights out. Like
Exactly.
dark in the shades.
Right. That's
Right.
not porn worthy. Like, when you watch porn, you just definitely want both in shape.
Right.
You know, or all three, or 4, or 5, or 6, however many
Okay.
is in your clip.
Yep.
All right.
See, I was willing to play with you for a second, and then you just decided to keep going down that road. Like, we could have talked about ugly body, good body all day
long.
Right, but
Well, I
you
was
had to
just
go
saying-
to 4, 5, 6 in a room.
I'm just saying, when you're looking, when you're seeking out to look at erotica, you definitely want, all good bodies. But there's some porn that's like homemade porn, and then you're like,
there's a reason why Ron Jeremy has a career. Some people are okay with pudgy penguins.
I think that was like just a random, like, 1 in a million odds.
I think he took advantage of a genre. There was nobody like him.
Right, and he was
he was like, I'll be your perv.
Right, and people were like, how would they hook up with him? That was like the whole thing.
Right.
And that kind of made him famous, which is kind of gross.
Exactly.
All right, let's segue.
Yep, let's move.
It's called a pivot.
Yeah. Good morning. It's Tuesday.
Yay!
Yay! And we are now less than a week from Christmas Day.
The roads are empty.
Oh my God, dude! Like, I made it here so fast. I was like, "Oh, these lucky people are home."
Mm-hmm.
Do you think people are already out of town, or do you think they're just chilling at home?
I think they're totally out of town because it's like kind of the way the timing works with the day, Christmas Day being on a Monday,
Right.
and then and all that, I think people have already checked out.
No, for sure. It's rare for us to be on this late. No, we usually stay on this late.
Well, usually Christmas usually falls in this week at some point, so that's why a lot of people would take this week, and then New Year's is next week.
Right,
take that
right.
off
If you have the time.
Right.
There's
Which
some people
we
that are
always
like
used to.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah.
So we're off tomorrow. No.
Yeah. So I mean, how lucky for them.
I know, but we're close. We're so close for having all of next week off.
A lot of people are so
to
close.
The second.
Yeah.
But this is like when you're in school and you're just like, that there's only a few days left and the teachers aren't really giving you much of homework this time. You're like, I don't want to do my homework.
Oh, no, there's going to be no productivity done anywhere. Yeah. Like, today is pajama day at my daughter's school.
Right, that's what I was saying. Teachers and stuff like that used to go easy on you and be like, we're having a pizza party.
Yeah, totally.
And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
still
33%. I'm trying to find, there was a statistic as to how many people have next week off.
Man, we should have had pajama day here.
Every
day is pajama day for me here.
Okay.
Is that what you wear to bed?
Pretty much.
Your Duff hoodie.
This is my jeans, like his shirt, and put on my beanie because to cover up my bed head.
If Kathie didn't have to go play TV, she could totally come in her pajamas.
Oh my God, I would kill for that.
What you should do is talk every day into doing pajama day, and we'll do pajama day the same day, and you just wear your pajamas over there.
You know what? And I have excuse me, I've been drinking. I have a...
You don't have to see... People know you don't drink in the morning. People know when you make that sound that it was last night's pepperoni pizza.
Right. Or some Doritos I just ate.
Taco. Right.
What were you asking?
About your pajamas. And you said
I have a zip-up pair of Christmas pajamas.
Oh, like all the way
to... Like a onesie.
Whoa. See, I think those are cool, and I think we got those one time, and then I was just sweating balls. I was like, this is too hot.
Did you take the picture? All right, good.
Exactly.
So according to a new survey, I found it. The odds are that most people have the work week between Christmas and New Year's off. So there's only 18% of people that say they're working the entire week.
Those are the ones catering to the people that are off, that are going to restaurants and movie theaters.
There's that, right. 40% are taking the whole week off. Everybody else is working at least one or two of those days.
Right.
So they're going to have Christmas off, probably maybe the day after Christmas, but then they're going to work Friday, who knows?
And it's always the person in the office that they're like, well, Carol, you don't have anybody to hang out with, and you're single.
Right.
She's like, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Work the Christmas shift.
Thanks, Carol.
Right. You're a good girl, Carol.
65% of us admit that even though we have this good chunk of time coming up off, we're going to still check in with an email or here.
Sure.
I mean, we'll have to make sure that everything's working here.
Back in the day, we used to be able to just clock out, and because everybody else was running everything else.
Totally.
Now that we own our own business, we'll be having to check in.
Right.
And we'll have to be like, oh, we're off the air. I guess I'll run to the studio. Or something's wrong with the log. Who knows how to fix that? So it'll be kind of like a check-in, and hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Exactly.
Do you know what to do if it goes down?
No.
I call you, and then you tell me to come here, and then you tell me over the phone. We did that once. Remember when like 10 things were playing at once?
Oh, okay.
And then it's crazy because we have to call like a guy that runs the system.
Yeah.
And so then you're kind of like on
his
hold.
schedule.
Well, no. But they know that because they're 24/7.
Oh,
that was a unique situation.
Help.
Well, yeah. So the guy,
that won't repeat. Maybe we may go off.
I know, but I'm just talking about the guy who answers the phone.
Okay.
So the next thing we know, we're on a phone with him.
Yeah.
And then what you do is I gave the code to Wiggins, and then he took over the computer at his house.
The password is
right, and then that guy took over the computer from Wiggins. So I'm seeing this mouse move around, this, that, the other.
Oh, how neat.
And then I'm like, it was taking a while, and then the guy was like, hey, this is going to take me a while. You guys can go ahead and go. And I was oh, thank God. Like, I didn't know if I was going to be here for like 5 hours or how long it was going to take.
Wiggins is over there like, you know how many hours I'm here? You want to know? You want to know?
Whatever. We're all putting in hours. My thing is, I thought of an invention, and you tell me if this is...
Oh, my God, don't give this out.
I don't know, because here's the thing. I've been, like, having to learn stuff behind here, stuff that Bolty knows, and every so often you're running from computer to computer, and the mouse goes idle.
Right.
And there's a different freaking password for every computer.
Okay.
So, like, I was thinking that you can invent something you put over your mouse that just slowly moves it around.
They already have that.
Oh, damn it.
That was invented like 25 years ago, Larry.
Oh, damn it.
You're 25 years late.
So how come we don't have that if it's been around so long?
Because for whatever reason, even though it's been installed, it's not working. And when I tell the IT guy, hey, I need you to fix this, we don't really get it fixed by him without a little smart-ass remark.
I know, but I mean, just tell me this. Is the thing that is invented, does it go over the mouse and then
No,
move it
you
around?
download it from CNET, and it's a software that's installed onto the computer that, like, presses a key or makes the mouse, like, internally
mine is
move.
a cool little thing that goes over and it looks like a mouse.
Yeah.
And I'm going on Shark Tank.
His is decorative.
Exactly.
Okay?
And it looks like it's just every so often it just goes. Bzz.
Hey, hate to break it to you, but people don't even use mice anymore on computers. They
They use hamsters. That's what's new. Mice is stupid.
Everything's touch.
Hamsters
yes.
is way better.
Everything is touchscreen. Haven't you even seen that commercial with the girl the little kid on the iPad that says, "What's a computer?"
Yeah.
The whole generation coming up is not even going to use
Fine.
this.
But we have like 4 or 5 mouses here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mice.
But so your invention though,
Mouses.
your invention
Mouses.
is just going to be outdated. It's irrelevant. It's like
Okay,
designing
fine, but we still use them. So clearly, this coming from a guy who uses 4 or 5 of them and one at home and whatever.
I'm not going to put a piece of hardware over here when it's a software install. And the only
Fine.
reason, it's just a bad idea.
Fine. I guess I won't be running to Shark Tank.
No, they're going to be like, why would you need that?
Right.
No, they're going to be like, that's adorable.
Who's your market?
I'll
No.
take 50% of
Okay, it
that.
depends on how cute your big box is that sits over the mouse.
Right,
And
and-
is it going to be like the mouse trap? Like you gonna,
Yeah, that could go
It's
over
caught
it.
in there.
Right. It tries to run away. And then there's like a little piece of cheese. No, I don't.
Oh God.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, I thought,
Well,
fine,
please
then
leave.
fine. Then
You
I
know
like
what?
to-
That's
I'm-
why it's good to brainstorm. Okay.
Exactly.
That's right.
But we're going to sit over here now and watch you have to open up all the computers with all the passwords because you don't have that software.
Yeah, thank you, IT guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And when he calls me
He's
the
Larry
IT guy,
Ulibarri on IT.
no, he calls me the IT guy because he knows I'm it.
Yeah.
I'm it guy.
Larry literally
No,
just
I'm more
snapped his finger.
I'm more shouting out the
I'm
IT
the
guy.
it guy.
Yeah.
I could put my collar up
Did the 2 guns. I'm the it guy.
and then I'll go like this.
My email was wrong, and I told the IT guy, my name was like Wiggins. Like
Okay.
it was spelled WIGGINGGNS.
It was just bad.
It was just, it wasn't even a word.
Right.
And I emailed him, I go, hey man, I was all, can you change my email? I was like, that's not even my name.
And he's all, no.
Yeah, he's smart. He gave me some smart ass remark, and then was like, even my email isn't spelled correctly. I was
Oh
like,
yes.
And you're the IT
and
guy.
you're the IT
You
guy.
suck.
You exactly.
suck.
And you
Yes.
suck.
And you can't change his. You suck.
Yeah, I was
Dude,
basically
that's
what I
like
was
the easiest
thinking.
one.
Wow.
So
Hey, we
I-
don't have to worry about that guy listening. He's playing Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah.
or something in his basement.
Yeah, seriously.
His mom's basement.
And happy holidays to all.
And because we're talking ish about him, all our computers go gear.
Right, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
have the last say.
And then we're going to see him on Shark Tank with my mouse idea.
Oh,
and
no.
then it just moves it around. We'll take that. It's awesome. $1 billion. Put it on QVC tomorrow. Blazin' Hit Radio.
Yeah.
Back in the day cafe. I think I'm going to talk like this all day.
No, there's no need.
Yes, I'm
No
going
need.
to.
No
You can't
need.
stop me. Sorry, I'm going to talk like this all day. Oh, we can set a cough, but we don't have cough buttons.
You have cough buttons, they're just not installed.
People thought you were the old voice guy. 'Cause
I know. I could have had a whole second life.
you still can.
I should just call his bank and go, I'm coming to get money. Put it in a bag and give it to my friend Larry. I'm on my way. And they'd be like, oh my God, yes, Mr. Voice Man.
Oh my God, that's
Have
funny.
you ever met a guy where you were like, oh my God, your voice, you should be in
In
announcing
radio?
a radio?
Yeah, sometimes you'll hear somebody like in regular life that's like, yo, what's up?
Oh
And
no,
you're
for
like,
sure.
"Damn."
You're like, hey, wow.
Yeah.
Were you in radio?
Suck home a chocolate salted balls.
There was a-
Stick it in your mouth and suck 'em.
Do you remember Simone, who used to work with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Simone.
Because she
She
would
had-
talk how she announced.
Right.
Yes. She was announcer.
Her radio voice is it's like butter.
Right.
Right.
It's very soothing.
Beautiful voice, right?
Yeah.
And so I remember one time we went to Taco Bell.
Did she order like that?
She did. And I was dying and I never let her live it down. And right before she moved a couple years ago, she was like, Kathy, you could have, that's all you ever talked about.
She's like, I did other things. You know what's so really
I was like, I'm sorry. It just was hilarious.
One time she used to live in Stapleton
Yeah.
over by where the grocery store and stuff is.
Uh-huh.
So apparently she saw me one time get out of my car, and I like hacked a loogie, probably planted it in a flower bed or something like that. And then so she kind of came up to me a couple days later. She's all, "I saw you in Stapleton. I thought it was you, but then that person spit on the sidewalk. So then I realized it couldn't be you." And I was like, it was probably me. And I was like, she's trying to teach me a lesson.
Right, no, totally.
Don't spit in public. But I was like, that's where you're supposed to spit, in the street.
I spit.
You can get a ticket for that.
No,
Did you know
you
that?
can't.
It's like littering. Yeah, you really can get a ticket for spitting. Yeah.
Shut up.
Come on, you're lying.
I've never seen that. And the thing is,
totally
I always try
spit.
to make it into on like grass or on a plant.
Not just there on the sidewalk for someone to see.
Yesterday, Wiggins he's all he coughs, he opens the balcony door upstairs, and then spits on the floor of the balcony. I'm like, you were 2 feet away from just spitting on a plant or something out there.
Are you kidding me?
Right,
Wiggins, it's up there.
No, there's a parade of people walking by on the sidewalk.
There was not.
In most places in the United States,
gross.
spitting in public is considered a minor crime. In Battle Creek, Michigan, is a disorderly conduct offense.
Wow.
In Prescott Valley, Arizona, spitting on sidewalks or in public buildings could be a $500 fine.
Well, we don't live there.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Right, and you know, if the Battle Creek one sounded serious, but you know that's because something tells me in Battle Creek, spitting is starting that fight.
Right, it's all, I spit on you.
I'll see you at noon.
Right.
High noon.
It's a duel.
You hear the crow.
In Westminster.
Is that your weird Western noise?
It's a song.
I used to sing that to my dog as a kid growing up, and he would stand there still, and I would stand him, and I'd like do that sound.
Oh, like you had your gun, like you were about to grab your gun,
and then I would move, and then he would come up and run after me. Yeah.
You were the kid in Toy Story.
Oh, I don't know. Did you do that?
I don't know. You had a dog. That's what I just pictured.
Did he?
That was a horrible.
A
lot of kids
his fat dog. It didn't move. Remember the dog?
Well, no, he was saying he and his dog had a connection.
Fine.
He'd sing the song. What was the dog's name?
Ziggy.
Ziggy
and Wiggy.
I feel horrible because I don't know this tune.
No, that's Clint Eastwood. That's Clint Eastwood.
Good, bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
Google it.
So you're doing like when the whistle sound.
Yeah, it's like.
Right, I know. Okay, like the typical Western sound.
Right.
You sound like a dying seagull. You sound
like Ariel's friend?
Yes, because Scuttle.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's like the main cowboy.
And then all of a
theme.
sudden you're supposed to dung 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 dung.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, hold on.
All right. There's my beat. Okay. You're right. That's it.
Yeah. I grew up in a setting like this. I grew up.
Look, he just took all them men out.
Yeah, he did. I grew up in a western town of Heritage Square.
Yeah.
And there was regular gunfights that were staged, and my mom and sister got kidnapped because we owned the jewelry store.
Every day they got kidnapped.
Every
at 4
weekend,
o'clock.
it'd be like on a Saturday and a Sunday, maybe twice on a Saturday. But they'd mix it up.
Oh, this is Wiggins' part.
The last. You can lower that.
Okay, yeah, we're done. It's just you hang 'em high.
Like the fact that Quentin Tarantino did that Western. I just love that. And then there was Django or whatever it was.
Django was
Django
awesome.
Unchained. I said Django.
Yeah.
Django Unchained. I just love that they can still pull off a good Western.
Yes.
And they can still do it. And there was one where
recently there was one that just came out.
There was a little girl and she went and paid that guy to go, revenge
that was
her dad.
10.
That was really good.
Right, that was with Russell Crowe when he recreated it.
No, it wasn't Russell Crowe. It was the older guy.
That was The Professional. She was an orphan. She had... No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah, exactly. But it kind of was similar, but I mean, she didn't get to kill anybody.
Right.
But yeah, it was a really good Western.
Yeah, and just recently there was...
Hateful Eight.
There was a Hateful Eight, but Bill Pullman...
Okay.
the president of Independence Day. He's in one like the Ballad of Lefty Brown or something.
Right, I saw the trailer for that.
Right, it looked kind of gritty and good.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also I heard I don't remember which one it is, but it's on It's on, I want to say, Channel 2, WGN or something, a new one that just came out. And it's totally like gritty.
Down.
Right. He kills like the whole town.
Oh, wow.
Jeff, who's the dude from Dumb and Dumber that was with Jim Carrey?
His name is
The blonde dude.
Daniels?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
So he's in some new movie that apparently, like, he starts out by killing an entire town.
Oh, wow.
Like a good old Western.
Right.
He's definitely the bad guy.
They at Heritage Square, they used to have like the Lazy Bee restaurant and steakhouse, whatever, and you'd be able to go up there and eat your beans in a pan.
Are you kidding me?
And you'd
Clank,
be-
clank, clank,
right, yeah,
clank.
exactly. Metal pan, and just get your beans and your food and your barbecue and go sit there and eat out of just like the Cowboys did.
Dip your cornbread.
Exactly. And since I was a German beer garden that I really loved. It's just the best.
Wow, you were a lot of different
Multicultural.
right,
No,
going on
it
up there.
really
in
does.
Harrisburg.
But I'm telling you that beer garden like set me straight for like what German food is supposed to taste like.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
When it falls short, you know.
oh my god, they had the best brats.
So it was like
the best hot
sauerkraut
dogs.
with baked beans and
No,
cornbread.
No, that
I know
wasn't.
that.
That's a
You
German.
mixed it
Oh
together.
yeah. Now I'm having a lot of farts. And then you know what was next to us was the
Tacos.
Right, I was going to say, the best green chili you ever had.
No, it was the Sarsaparilla ice cream parlor.
Uh-huh.
It was literally right next door to us. So I could just walk over there, and all the girls thought I was cute. And they're like, "You want some ice cream there?" And I'm like, "Oh, I guess."
Wow.
You're all from him.
No. Okay, I was just a kid. I didn't know I was gay.
No, but you remember you had another story of some
I
guy
know. There was,
that
of course, I
came
had a
in
crush on. There was a guy that worked there. I mean, not at the ice cream parlor.
that worked at the ride.
rides. But wait, listen.
Don't try to say I was a kid. I didn't know I was gay. You knew enough to go to that amusement park guy.
Speaking of gay,
What?
the girl at the Sarsaparilla, there was a gorgeous girl, blonde hair, blue eyes, and her name was Gay.
Oh,
And I thought that was so weird. Like,
Hi, Gay.
I was like, "Hi, Gay," and then I would go to church, and they'd be like, "Gay is bad." I was like, "Gay works next door and serves ice cream."
she seems so
Right.
nice.
I'm all, well, if gay's bad, then I'm in trouble.
Gay is bad. You should never talk to anyone gay.
Ever.
So
And then she's like, but
But
I only bring this up because we talked about it at the same time yesterday. The guy from Scotland,
Yeah.
who sent in the picture,
Vince.
and we were trying to figure
With the
out
kilt.
Vance
with what was
something.
Underneath
covering.
the kilt.
Well, no, not underneath the kilt, above the kilt. It was all furry, like a beaver.
remember it was the sack
It was
that
the
was
sack.
hanging in
it
front
was
of him.
like the proverbial pubes of the Scottish Ireland man.
He said it's actually the gopher from Caddyshack. Oh, just kidding. It's called a sporan, and it's used, as Larry said, to hold my money, keys, flask of whiskey. I'm scheduled to come back in Denver here soon, so when I do, we will have to hang out.
I was right. It's a fanny pack.
Right,
furry
a really
fanny
cool
pack.
fanny pack.
Right.
Yeah.
I would definitely like.
It's a ferny pack.
It's a furry pack. I would like to see his whole little ensemble. I mean, if we should take him to an Irish pub.
Right, and have his wife and daughter come with him.
Ruined
You can have
it.
him serve you
Or
ice
son.
cream.
You know
Right.
what I would have done is I would have figured out where to go have a drink with him, and then walk him past one of those grates, where then all of a sudden the skirt blows up like Marilyn Monroe style.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, "Isn't it just delicious?" And the wind's all,
Wow.
and then
So
we get to see.
what you want to do is you realize if a dude did that to a chick, he'd be a total perv.
No, that was done
Like
in a
if it-
movie.
no, I
It
know.
was done, but it was by accident. You know what I mean? Like the subway
I'm
went
saying-
through, and then her skirt blew up. It was very
I don't think it was accident.
delicious.
Right.
No, she walked on
did
the
it.
grate.
It was very hot
She liked
out.
the way she felt. It was nasty.
It was hot, right? But I'm just saying, if a guy said, "Yeah, I can't wait to get that girl in her skirt and have her walk over a grate,"
Yeah,
so I
every
can
guy
go,
thinks
"Hey,
that.
hello."
There's guys that tape phones to their shoes.
Right, and they're pervs.
Yeah, I know. I don't know that.
No, we don't
I'm
tape
just hoping-
phones. We tape
so,
mirrors.
Okay, mine is like never going to happen. So we have a listener who happens to be wearing a kilt, and I'm really going to find a grate where he can stand over and blow it up. It was just a joke. Jesus.
You never know, Larry. You never know.
Hey, if he wants to, I can find a fan.
303-728-3420. I almost gave my real phone number out. Call us. Hit us up on the Yellow Rum phone line. If you are getting through this week before Christmas, we're getting through it with you.
Blazin' Hit Radio.
Better music,
Less commercials.
more Larry and Kathie.
Yes, we're back. It is Tuesday, and it's a slow week. Everybody's asleep.
Yeah,
No, there's some people up there texting us right now.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
There's two people up.
Hit us up if you're up and you're listening, because we want to know who had to go to work and who didn't.
Yes.
You can text us on the YOLO Rum line 303-728-3420. You can also send us a shout out on the app. Just go to the menu bar and hit shout out.
Yep.
And you could, like me, I like to pre-record my shout out and then listen to it a couple times and say, oh, that's the version I'll send.
And then this text comes in. Just want to tell you guys, I had a very scary and stressful start to my morning.
Oh, no.
And as soon as you guys started your show, that my day instantly got better. I wonder what happened. If it's a scary morning, that's either traffic or something happened in the night.
Or that person killed somebody and they're like, oh, I got to get rid of this body. And then they got rid of the body and it's just eating at them, eating at them. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, you guys are on.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about the person I killed.
Don't drink NyQuil. That'll give you crazy dreams like that.
So we were talking about hobbies and like things that you collect maybe that kind of can cost or add up after a while, because some hobbies look like innocent. Like that's not going to be expensive.
I found my old card collection. I had this whole box that my mom gave me from her house because she's like, get that stuff out of here. I was like, all right. So I was going
baseball?
through my baseball. I had like a whole set, like and I was mad because I finally found my Emmitt Smith rookie card that Mr. Fisher was going to be able to have him signed a few years ago, and I couldn't find it.
Boy Scouts.
And so I finally found that, but
you're a little late.
That was my hobby, and apparently I was super OCD and organized. Like I was going through it, and I had like all the teams in color coordinated order, and then I had all the numbers in order, and I was like, "Who was this kid?" I was like, "But I had
he
like
was the little kid without friends."
They got to be worth money now, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
friends, I traded those cards with them.
Well, no. But when you collect stuff like that, you hope like, oh, maybe I did keep one that is worth a bunch of money.
You hope you have something in there.
One.
Man, when I went through I love your your mother-in-law. God
rest her soul.
Rest her soul, right. Nita. So her hobby was collecting the McDonald's
toys.
Collectible, or the Happy Meal toys.
Toys, right.
And so she would also collect for me.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So, if she like had a connection at a McDonald's and she could get like a big container of the toys, she'd bring them home. So I have a lot of big containers of the toys, right?
Which some are collectible. Some are like from
None
the
of the
Star
ones
Wars.
I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have even Beanie Babies.
Nothing?
Have none of it. I've Googled everything, put it all on, looked down eBay, nothing. I'm like, all of this I've kept for years. And
I have the full Hardy Boys collection, the books, every single one through whatever, with the hardback.
Yeah.
And it's worth like $60 on eBay.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh.
I even have the original Atari, and that's worth like $100.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I
that
think
sucks.
The thing I have that would possibly be worth something is the Little Mermaid in the original video cassette box where it has the phallic symbols on the front.
Yes.
So I think that could be worth something. I don't know. Like,
I think that one's one of the valuable ones.
Right. And I also have an unopened collector's edition, not collector's edition. I have the Spice Girls dolls. And I also have...
Oh, my God, Larry. Do you really have that? You have it.
What?
It's worth $3,500.
Which one?
The mermaid thing is going on eBay for that.
Oh, yeah.
Larry.
There's one for $5,000, one for $3,500, one for $1,500.
Describe it. We'll see if it's
No, that's it.
It's the VHS with the
right. And it's
inappropriate.
For sure. And that's the one I have. And there's also, on the video inside, there's some inappropriateness in the movie
when they get married at the end. I have that video.
Right.
That was on my VHS tape.
Right.
So where
the unedited, where the preacher pops a boner.
Yes.
Right. It's really weird.
You better sell that, dude. What are you keeping that for?
I don't know. And to see how big it gets. And then I also have...
It's not going to get any bigger.
The Spice Girls dolls. Look them up.
Yeah, I have the Spice Girls dolls.
You have those too. Mm-hmm. We bought them at the same time.
Do you know what
we're like, first of all, we were going to school and we're like, I'm going to get him. It's just like, now I'm going to get him. And then like my parents bought me mine. And then she's all mad. And then so her parents bought her hers. And next thing you know, we both have unopened sets. By the way, for my birthday, I got a retro. You guys went on eBay. Everybody pitched in and got me the 4 Michael Jackson dolls from back in the day, and I have those unopened as well.
Okay, we'll look up the Jacksons ones, but the Spice Girls are worth $80.
Right.
Even with the original Ginger,
yes.
$64.95 for all 5.
Well, we'll put our 2 together, and we're more powerful with 2 sets.
What's the other one you have?
Michael Jackson, the 4 Michael Jackson original dolls in their packaging.
Oh, wow.
And did you
but
know
that one you already know is worth something because your family had to put all their money together to get them for you.
I know, but it wasn't that much. It really wasn't that much.
Oh, okay.
And then the one thing I thought that maybe would be worth something.
Okay.
So it just was sitting in the junk, and it just got bumped, and it got ripped out of its package. It was an action figure for the daughter on the Love Boat.
Okay.
So her name's Julie.
Okay.
And so I thought, for sure, nobody wants
nobody
this.
cares about Julie.
Exactly. So it's got to be like this rare collectible. I also have some original vintage Indiana Jones toys.
Oh, that's
and some Star
cool.
Wars stuff.
That's cool.
$8.99.
How much?
$900 for 3. Are these the?
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah, you $900.
$900
four
for
of them?
No, there's 3 here.
Oh, so I
probably
did more.
$1,000, $1,200 for all of them.
So that's pretty good.
Right.
Right.
I also have a Michael Jackson chocolate bar that's been wrapped in bubble wrap that's being saved.
What?
It's a Michael Jackson chocolate bar.
Okay, what did he have a chocolate
He had
company?
a series of chocolate bars.
He did?
And I was so
Like
stupid.
with Nestle or something? Like it was an
I think it was probably like a Chinese company, so it's probably like, don't eat this chocolate.
Right, exactly.
Some people who ate this chocolate died. And who knows what it looks like underneath the wrapper? Yeah, that's them right there.
For
see
real?
pictures
I
of
want to
them.
see that. I want to see.
Yeah, this is just.
Yeah, I have the
looks
one
like
in the green wrapper or the blue. I also have the blue wrapper.
Oh, wow. So my husband has like the other, like he's an autograph collectible guy.
Like, he's an amazing collection.
Yeah, like he has, the other night we're watching White Christmas, that old school Christmas movie, and he goes, "Oh, I have Bing Crosby's autograph."
You're
I'm
like,
what?
what?
Are you kidding me?
He's
got,
that old?
Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle. Oh,
Mr. Efficient's 82. He's all, I met Bing Crosby at the baseball game.
But anyway, so he's like, I could, he's knowing that, we could sell that.
Right.
So are
If
you
ever.
thinking of selling, like, would your dolls or anything?
No, I would just want to wait until, like, you're super old and you're like, well, it's either eat cat food or sell my Michael
I
Jackson
thought you were
doll.
going to say super broke.
No,
Because
yeah,
I would
that's
be
what-
like,
that's-
Well,
gonna say,
cat
like-
food is super broke.
Right, and the thing is, hopefully, if you sell enough stuff, you're like, we got the dog food with gravy in it. You know what I mean? You're not
Right.
eating dry dog
Fancy.
food. Nom, 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 nom.
God.
So I think that your husband kind of went a little crazy
You think?
as far as like over
You think?
you can't because you don't even have enough space for all of it.
Right. But it became his hobby. He had nothing to do, and all of a sudden he was seeing how many good deals there were, and all of a sudden it was just one after the other. Now his hobby is fixing things, which I'm happy with.
Right.
But he fixes things for all these other people. So on the weekends he's like,
gone.
just remember, I'll be leaving at 8 a.m. I'm like,
He's all,
okay.
you're all, what are you going to do? Well, Bill, who knows Fred.
Right,
We're going to
exactly.
build him a whole fence.
No,
Yeah.
What?
He did. He has done that. He built some guy's shed.
Oh my
Like,
God!
he's-
So we got to focus him, man.
Right.
And one of the hobbies that I was looking to get into,
Right.
was the dollhouse. For the girls.
for my girls, right.
Right, and I remember we went to the dollhouse place.
DW Dollhouse.
Right, and they were like, we were just going over what we wanted to do with the
Oh
dollhouse.
my God! And you said yes to everything.
Well, no, I mean, I just said yes to the most important things. So I said yes to hardwood flooring, and I said yes to pre-lighting, like getting it wired.
Right.
And so
the important things that a
Whatever.
little girl would totally care about in her dollhouse.
I've already spent $3,000 on furniture.
Oh my God.
So wait a minute. So
you better sell
What?
those
Okay, like
VHS
real,
tapes,
like
dude.
life-size furniture, right?
No. But I mean, like, it was less than $3,000. Like, I
shouldn't have been
I can
anything.
only say
It
this
sh-
because Chris is out of town.
It should have been $30.
No, because the
It's-
regular doll furniture was so hideous.
Yeah,
And it
I
was
know.
like-
It's
I know.
Yeah,
because
it's
little girls
$30.
break stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, unbeknownst to you, this will all be protected with plexiglass. The girls will never have access to
Okay,
it.
well, why don't you just leave it at your house?
Okay. Got it!
Wow.
No.
Who does that?
No. But here's the thing. I really feel that we have, because they didn't end up doing all that work. So I'm okay. I mean, we definitely have to get.
They haven't done all the work. In fact, when they called me, they were like, so I guess this was your husband that came in and said yes to everything under the sun? And I was like, something like that, but don't do anything.
Yeah, he was my gay husband.
We'll start again.
One of my three gay husbands. Four gay husbands.
5.
Oh.
6 gay husbands.
This text comes in 303-728-3420. Good morning, morning show. Most expensive hobby is collecting hose.
Oh, yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you too, you dork.
And the trips to Planned Parenthood. Hey, so wait a minute. Okay.
He's got hose.
He got hose. So, once Christmas is over, where my Christmas tree is, I move the bar.
Yeah.
So I was going to put a table there to then do the dollhouse there.
Okay, so you're talking. Okay, like, can I just ask this really fast?
Am I going to put it on a Lazy Susan so it goes around in a circle? Yes. Will I have stools around so I can get in there?
You're going to have a train set going around it, a whole
not
village.
like that.
Larry, so are you really going to get down with the glue and do like the shutters and the...
that's all on there. All we have...
like you
got to
shutters. You got to do the exterior. Like, are you going to get down like a house,
He's
like
not
a
gonna
dollhouse
do that.
project?
No.
You just want to decorate
interior.
Oh
I'm
my
an
God.
interior designer.
But you're aware this is for children that are going to ruin stuff. That's why my dollhouse literally was a fancy piece of wrapping paper that I glued onto the wall.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I hope that Avery and Gianna will trust that Uncle Larry knows how to decorate and how to keep things nice.
Okay, wait until
This
they're
is
older.
your nice
and
house.
No, it's going to be their only house. It's going to be, look, a hamster lived in my dollhouse, okay? Like, you got to be realistic.
Don't worry, I'm going to get a little Dyson so they can clean up.
Okay.
A little baby Dyson.
Larry, you need to just play
Shrink
the game.
myself and live in this house?
Play the game Sims, for God's sake.
Right,
because you build a whole
No way.
house, and you get to do the flooring and put whatever stuff you want in there.
I can't do that. I've tried that before, and the problem with that is they're all, you didn't poop. Empty out the trash. What did you order for food? You didn't empty out the trash. Looks like you have to go pee.
Oh.
You have to do all these other things. You can't just go in and decorate. Anyway, I'm going to do the dollhouse, and I do want them
Been
to
talking
do the...
about this for years.
Oh, my God.
I do want them to do that wiring and the shingles.
Okay.
And then get it all in order.
Dude,
and then
okay.
I'll do the wallpaper and painting of the inside and putting the furniture in and whatever. If they end up crushing the furniture, so be it.
We're going... No, don't say that, because they will. We're going to go to the dollhouse place and give you a realistic look at what it takes to do a dollhouse.
Right, and I'm so excited because it kind of goes with that movie Downsizing.
Oh my God!
Have you
Right?
seen
Oh my God!
Downsizing?
Hey,
Yeah, that
downsizing
looks
looks
really
cool.
good.
Like
Yeah,
the
it
fact
does.
that you could live off one bottle of Absolute vodka your whole life.
and your money translates to millions in doll furniture.
I mean, like, grab a big box. That's your whole universe. You live in that box.
Thank God I know the website to get the doll furniture that looks like,
Oh my God.
cool, hip, and modern.
Totally,
Yeah.
you're going to be the coolest downsized dude ever.
You should see what regular doll furniture looks like.
Come to my dollhouse.
Right? Hey, everybody, do you want to come play?
My regular sized friend Jack is coming. And he's like, hey, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Right.
I would come in
Giant-
there and I'd be like, grab the whole house of fusing and I'd be like, earthquake, earthquake.
Wow.
Wiggins, don't admit it.
Then I'd jump out the window and crawl up your sweater and punch you in the eye.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Good. That's
Anyway,
fun.
so let me
Nice.
get in touch with the dollhouse people.
Okay.
And then they
We'll
can
head
start-
over this weekend.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. I'm really excited about doing it. So don't
Okay.
not think I'm doing
God.
it.
Okay.
What?
Okay, no.
It really is not really that expensive because once
Okay,
you
we'll get into this. We'll
once
do
you
it.
once you do the inside, you
Okay.
start painting the walls colors, and they already start to pop. And then I did find an old cell phone that I'm going to use as the TV for that
Larry.
living room.
Okay. So hobbies. What kind of hobby you got at home?
Not
Yeah, is
that
there-
lame
what do you-
one.
I mean,
That's
what do you
so
hobby?
Not
lame.
that lame one.
Okay, I wouldn't expect a straight guy to be about dollhouses.
Right.
303.
But it's the decorating aspect of the dollhouse, not necessarily the dollhouse.
See,
that
my
Larry
grandpa made me a whole bunch of mini dollhouses, but then he made he took these giant plexi wood, and then he made a whole city. He put a green felt on it, so it had grass and field, and then he painted the top of it black to make little roads on it, and then
Diorama.
he made little houses to go on each of these little areas. So I would have a whole, I'd have a whole little I'd put it together, and it'd be 3 giant plexi boards I'd put together, and I had a whole little village that I could make
That's
together.
cool.
Yeah, so I'd have the Technodrome on there, and I
So
had
you used to be one of the village people.
yeah, totally. So
Okay.
but mine's
Hey,
cooler than yours, Larry.
It takes a village.
yeah,
Were
totally.
you the cop? Were you the Indian? Were you the cowboy?
He was all of them.
Firefighter?
He
All
can
of
be
them.
whoever he
Construction
wants.
worker?
Whoa, yeah. Whatever.
Was that you playing with more
That was
than
me
one
doing-
character?
oh, yeah.
I think he was doing a Native American slur, really. I mean,
Anyway.
Anyways,
303-728-3420. What's your hobby? Give us a call, a text, or a shout out. All you got to do for the shout out, use that menu option right there in the phone and just record yourself and send it in.
And now,
All tea, all shade, hunty.
Celebrity Trash Batch with Larry, Kathie, and Wiggins.
Can I get an amen up in here?
Sponsored by the Mike's Oil Offer. Call 303-GOOD-LAW. Here's Kathie J.
Where's Lil Wayne been, right? I mean, that's what I've been saying.
It's right here. He's in my pocket. Come here, Lil Wayne.
Hey, Lil Wayne.
He's living in your dollhouse, isn't he, Larry?
Right, Larry makes a dope-ass dollhouse.
Wow, so happy to see you, Lil Wayne.
Sorry, my breath smells like metal.
It does.
Metal. Oh, his teeth. I get it.
Right.
The grill Wiggins.
You know what? Part of being one of the reasons as to why you're like, I mean, you've reached the top, Lil Wayne.
Thank you, Kathie.
You're welcome. You can choose. You can do whatever event you want now.
Exactly.
You can do what do this club if you want, do that concert if you
Sometimes
want.
I take the money and I won't some.
That's true. And you can be a musical guest at stuff like, I don't know, the porn Oscars.
Oh, yeah, whoever's writing the check.
So Porn's version of the Oscars announced yesterday that Lil Wayne is going to be the musical guest for their January event going down inside the Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas.
I bet his entourage loves that.
Oh, totally, yeah.
All the perks. They just be hoes everywhere. I wonder what that pays. You know what I mean? Like, is that like
the JJ?
He already gets that.
I know he's going to get a check, so I'm wondering, like, is it a $100,000 check or is it $1 million check?
I think it depends on the artist because Waka Flocka was there 2 years ago. Last year, Flow Rider was there. Wayne can ask for more than both of them.
Right, for sure. But I mean, I just wondering.
I'm going to say it's Porn. They got a lot of money. At least 500.
500,000?
Aren't you thinking?
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm curious. I don't know if we'll
Already
ever even
he's
know.
adding some clout to the to the show. So whatever. So well, it looks like Harvey Weinstein really wanted a lot of money, like $25 million as a lifeline from Netflix to save his own skin.
So he he called Netflix and said, "Can I borrow $25 million?"
Yep, he was trying to raise $25 million from Netflix in a bid to save himself from his own sex scandal weeks before it broke in the media.
Okay, so they didn't know. He didn't go to Netflix and go,
No.
"Hey, I have a sex scandal. Can I borrow $25 million?" He was like, let's work out a deal where I get $25 million to escape and get plastic surgery and show up in Europe somewhere.
Escape? What do you need to escape from?
A life.
Okay.
In general.
What are you saying, Harvey? I thought we're giving you $25 million for some new projects.
Hotel, yes. Send the hot blonde for a meeting.
Page 6 has exclusively learned that, Ronan Farrow in New York Times,
Which
they were
is
the ones that...
Frank Sinatra's son. His mom is Mia Farrow.
Right. He's the one that also broke the story.
Right.
Was
for
doing
sure.
the undercover reporting.
Right.
Right.
Because unlike Clark Gable's son, who's on Cheaters, Frank Sinatra's son is actual journalist.
Right.
The host of Cheaters?
Yeah, that's Clark Gable's grandson.
Oh. Who's Clark Gable?
Wait, from
he's a
Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
Oh,
the famous
really?
actor. Like, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn.
Okay, so the brunette dude?
Yeah, with the
the
mustache.
glasses?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he has glasses.
I don't know he has a mustache.
I only know him from that one movie. You know, that one, Gone with the Wind.
Oh, no, I
don't
was
think
talking
I've
about the
seen that
Cheaters
movie.
guy.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Cheaters guy,
the Cheaters
too.
guy, he's kind of a good-looking guy. He looks
But
like
the
a young...
glasses.
With the glasses.
There was a main host that got stabbed, and he was the nerdy guy.
And he left.
He left, and
'Cause
then
he
a
got
handsome
stabbed.
guy came in, and he's the handsome guy.
I have to look that up now.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, Harvey approached Netflix seeking quote-unquote emergency cash. In hindsight, it was probably hush money to save his own skin and get those women.
Oh,
Right.
so he was running into all those chicks and
he-
saying, okay.
Because he knew that Ronan Farrow and the New York Times were doing these stories on him. This was weeks before they finally hit the press. He didn't reveal the exact
So he
reason.
should have thrown the money to Ronan Farrow and said, hey, you're not rich.
You have your mom has 20 kids.
Right. Well, and then Ronan Farrow, truth be told, came from the whole situation of Woody Allen and Soon Yi.
Which is why he has such
front and center. Right, so he's an
passion
advocate.
for it.
Yeah. Wow. Is that really why? Because it makes sense. He didn't reveal the exact reason for his need of the financial lifeline, but insiders say he was looking to sell the rights to part of his movie catalog in exchange for the $25 million.
So they were probably
he
like,
needed
what?
straight cash.
Right, he came to them
and
all...
he couldn't go to his own board and ask for it.
Right, and he came to Netflix all sweaty and out of breath, and they were like, what's wrong? What's going on? I just need some money. Honk, honk.
Yeah.
Hong Kong.
You know, he grabbed somebody's boob while he was waiting for the money. So yeah, that's Clark Gable's grandson, who's the
I didn't even know
new
that.
host of Cheaters.
Yeah, so it has to be
Okay.
a brand new host.
No, he's been on there for a couple of years.
He's good looking.
Yeah, no, for
I didn't even
sure.
know that show was still on, but I loved the show when it was on.
No, it's on every
Totally.
morning on VH1 on the
okay.
weekends. On the weekends,
So you...
I actually have the Red Zone Cheater channel, and they only do the bust. They never show the lead up or the how it ended.
Yeah.
It's just always
It's
bust
always the
after
same.
bust.
It's
Yeah.
always the same.
always is. It always
Right.
is. Yeah. but-
Right.
Okay.
Love it.
And then speaking of Harvey and his separated, his
Oh, his
estranged
wife.
wife.
His wife who's debating, should I stay or go? When
Right.
can I get the most money?
Well, they just hit the 10-year anniversary.
Oh, that's good because for a wife,
Yep.
that means you get something better.
You get more money.
Right, so that
Exactly.
means, oh my God, can you imagine if he's such a perv, what he made her do?
Ew, I know, and she's beautiful.
Right, or was it a thing where it's like,
He couldn't. He
He
didn't do it
respected
to
her,
her. Yeah.
the mother of his children.
or it had dried up their relationship. Or I can't imagine she'd get the kind of money she's probably going to get for nothing. She probably really had to endure it like Trump's wife.
Yeah, right. Like she had to
Melania.
probably give the massages and right.
That's why Melania has resting bitch face, because she's the one of all the people on the planet who has to hook that up. And trust me, he's not the kind of guy that's like, I respect you too much, you don't have to do that.
Right.
Oh no, she's got to do that. So that's
gotta
why
do
she's
it.
always pissed off. She's like, you should see it down there.
You know-
think it's ugly up here? You should see what I have to deal with.
Right. No, you're right.
An
Right,
article.
and that's why she stayed in the Trump Towers for so long and didn't come live
Didn't
at the
come
White
over
House.
here.
House, right.
Her son has to go to school.
Yeah, sorry, honey,
It's
sorry.
better in school.
Do
Right.
you know that her approval rating and people like
Is
her
higher
is
than
going
his?
up as his is going down, and this is probably because people are just like, oh, that poor woman.
I feel bad
Like-
for her. That's me.
They showed today on the news all the approval ratings of all the presidents.
Yeah.
And his is definitely the lowest. It's never been lower because it just went to 35.
Okay.
Did you
But
see?
they said he's going to super serve that 35%.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to just like,
'Cause they're
Mexicans are rapists and terrorists are all
Which is
around us.
crazy that somebody can go around saying that.
Right, whatever.
Did
Anyway,
you see this?
That's
the
the Hall
Donald
of
Trump
Presidents.
Hall of Presidents at Disney, and that's what he looks like.
Okay,
And so,
somebody
You know they
didn't-
did that on purpose.
Somebody didn't even finish it.
No.
That's That's horrible.
So this
Because
is
those usually look amazing.
Yes, and look, you can even see where someone like left their handprint in his
Can you
putty
zoom in
face.
on that?
In the putty
that's,
face.
that's as close as I can
Okay.
get, really. But this
doesn't
is,
even look like
this
him.
is the audio from it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presidents of the United States of America.
From the beginning, America has been a nation defined by its people.
And then they ended it,
Okay.
but that was basically his little speech. And
I know.
stuff, yeah.
So we were thinking of that
Oh.
when we were actually in Florida at Universal and Disney when he
elected-
won.
When he won,
Yeah,
yes.
and so we were like, "Oh my God, they're going to put him in the Hall of Presidents," and there was all this argument, like, "No way!"
Yeah.
and it's like they have to.
They
It's
have
just-
to. They have
It's
to.
something they do.
Right.
Right.
And it looks horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
It doesn't look like him. It's not even the right orange.
It's- you know what
they
it
could
is?
have put the red tie on him.
I think what they did was like they did it half-assed because they didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? They're like,
Oh no, for sure.
they're like, let the intern make it.
Right, right, because that looks like an intern. That
Right.
doesn't look like Disney.
Because the Barack looks like Barack, and
Yeah.
the Bush looks like Bush, and the
All the
Lincoln
rest
looks
of the
like
guys,
Lincoln.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, back to Harvey and his wife, Georgina. It looks like because they just crossed their 10-year mark, if she divorces today, the prenup could give her as much as $12 million.
That's like nothing. He's
No.
paid accusers more than that.
She's valued at $20 million on her own
Oh, okay.
because of her clothing line, and he's valued at like $250 million, which
Oh.
makes me wonder again. If you got $250 million, why even putting it out there to Netflix?
Right.
It had to do with the fact that his money's all wrapped up in the assets.
Or right, leveraged, and he owns stuff. So
and
it's
he
like
needed straight cash to pay off the women, hush money.
right, and then so she probably will get like two of their big homes, which then
Yeah.
adds to her total later. I don't know.
No. This is just the money coming in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
And then she'll
eventually
get
she'll
more
probably
with the big houses.
I get the helicopter and
Well,
the
she's
yacht.
got the kids.
Right.
Right.
Ooh, she was smart. I mean, but not.
I know.
Man, what I wouldn't have given to be a hot blonde chick at Fox News.
Right? You'd be living in it right now.
For
like
sure.
$20 million worth of it.
I would have had Ayers on one side of me, O'Reilly on the other, Hannity right in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the other guys.
No, by doing that, then you're just the hoe.
No.
You needed to be don't do this to me.
They made me do this.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Right, I had to keep my job.
Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
If you don't follow J-Lo on Instagram, you should, because I follow her on Instagram, and she posted the cutest little video of her watching Emma, Max, or the twins, right, at their Christmas pageant.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in New York. So there's totally this cute video of her and her daughter's like singing.
Her daughter comes out with a midriff, and she's all rocking J-Lo songs.
And Page Six was there following them, and it looks like Mark Anthony was also there. They're just totally, they're a good couple. They're still saying like good
co-parenting.
Yeah, co-parenting.
Right. She's like, and then like A-Rod, she's like, don't be jealous. He shakes like a chihuahua.
Totally. But you saw that J-Lo and A-Rod were here.
I'm Mark Anthony.
Why were they here?
They went to some restaurant in the mountains.
Whoa.
A-Rod posted a picture of himself saying, what a beautiful, like, Colorado, or not Colorado, just sort of mountain air.
Oh, wow.
Something. And they totally were here visiting, went to a restaurant, and totally, they're the ones that let everybody know.
We totally want to smell them.
Oh, I bet you they smell fantastic.
Yeah, when you walk by them, they're like, oh my God, who smelled better, her or him?
Oh,
like
God.
good fragrance. They always look lotioned up.
They're just fantastic. They're the perfect
they're
couple.
Hot.
Yeah, that's it. And then somebody else trying to be the perfect couple, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber.
Oh, they're adorable.
No, they're not. And it's making her mom have stress panic attacks.
I understand, but it's like...
Her mom was in the hospital over this.
Listen, we lost Britney and Justin. We're not going to lose Selena and Justin.
You know what? A lot of us, I put my say us, including Selena's mom, didn't want her to go back to Bieber.
I know, but like the thing is, he's good for her. She's good for him. He's going back to church. Give him some slack. He does good songs. So does she. I like him.
God, dude, you hate people and love them. You hated Bieber, now you love Bieber.
Right.
You hated.
I know, this
You're so
terrifies
frustrated.
me.
You're bipolar.
Hey, if the trend continues, I'm gonna love Trump.
Wow.
I know, isn't that weird?
And that's trash and
That's
bad.
horrible.
Yeah, I know. How do you think I feel?
You're a flipper.
I'm the victim.
Yeah, you're like a regular politician, Larry.
Shut up. You don't like Selena Gomez? You don't like Justin
No, we
Bieber?
like them. We don't like them together. It's like a guy shouldn't get a second chance with someone, especially someone like her. That's
that's not about it.
They can have whatever she wants.
But they're equals.
She deserves to go on without him.
They're equals in the sense that, like, if he goes and dates a mortal and she does or whatever, they're just equals. They're both in the same business. It's like Jay-Z and Beyonce. It makes sense. I like them together. Whatever. What say you? 303-728-3420.
I feel more protective over Selena.
303-728-3420.
Don't go back to him, girl.
Yeah, don't.
303-728-3420.
It's kind of like when Rihanna went back to Chris Brown. We all had to let her do it to get it out of her system. But,
I think they're a good couple. They're good for each other. I like it.
You're a flopper.
Whatever.
303-728-3420. Blazin' Hit Radio.
I love that morning show.
Now with more us.
They wake me up.
Better music, less commercials, more Larry and Kathie.
In the morning, in the shower.
They take us in the shower with them.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're looking.
Yeah.
We're not really that perverted. It was just something one-off, I guess.
It's pretty funny.
Larry.
What?
You are that perverted.
No, I'm not. I'm not more or less than any regular red-blooded American man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So hobbies, 303-728-3420. They're coming in right now.
Right.
I'm just teasing you, dude.
I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like,
I can take it.
I'm sorry.
Well, you guys act like I walk around here and beat people. If anybody's like taking the high road and always being like, okay, it's me. You guys are the grumpy two.
Oh, you don't want to open this can of worms.
I'm just saying, like, you guys are sitting there, you guys have it in people's head. They're like, we're afraid to cross Larry. It's like, because what happens? Nothing. It's
Whatever. You do not want to go down that. Yeah.
The wrath from verbal Larry, painful.
Okay, wait. First of all, let me just say this. Both of you are armored up to the point where it's like even the slightest thing told to either of you, you both go off.
Right.
And that's a self-defense mechanism, and that's like people do that so people don't come at them. So if you bark enough and cause a big thing about it, then everybody backs off.
No, it's exhaustion is why.
I'm not finished making my point.
Oh.
So the thing is, it's like I approach you both with tact and with I do. Are you guys kidding me?
Are you kidding us? Because the second we come at you with something, you like to lecture and say, you know what? This is what your problem is.
And then you start bringing up other stuff.
Yes, you
don't
do.
pertain to the
my
issue.
God, that is such a lie.
And then you go on.
Give me an example.
Go right there was the perfect. Right there was the perfect example of what you just did. So I'm going to psychoanalyze you and highlight every single problem you have. And then if we were to come back at you and say something to you, that's not true. That's not true.
Right.
That's not what
Which
I
is
do.
what you're doing right now. That is such a lie.
I'm not even saying anything.
Now you're not because we're calling you out for it.
Oh my God.
So what are we saying? I've gotten lost. Let's get to hobbies.
Can this be our last
last
show ever?
No, of 2017. Give me.
Yes, we're not even arguing.
No, we're not.
But he didn't give you a look yet, Kathy.
Oh my God! If anybody's taking abuse, it's me.
It's me.
It's me.
The victim.
I come in here every day and I'm just like in a chipper mood. And I'm just filling out where you guys are at. And if Kathy's engaging and talks to me, we're cool. You always come in, shut off, grumpy, mad. 2 minutes, and that's what we have to deal with. So it's like that. I'm still okay with that. I come down here still happy, go lucky. We're gonna do this.
You see, you are chipper, but then when you snap and go to the other end.
If we were to say, I don't want to even throw out any examples because we could go to 0 to 60 real fast.
What are you talking about?
Because you're telling everybody you're like Mr. Happy Chipper guy.
Somebody has to come in here in a good mood.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways,
hobbies.
Right. Let's go to hobbies.
Am I wrong?
No, I'm just telling you, you're not so innocent when it comes to if something was to be said to you right now.
Okay, but is that even what we're talking about? Okay.
We're talking about hobbies. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
We're talking about hobbies. So people have been sending in. Is self-love a hobby?
Yeah.
Okay, how much are you doing?
Well, then that's a hobby.
I mean, how much time are you spending on this hobby? Like, you losing relationships over this hobby?
No, it's just probably cheap.
Right.
It's affordable. It's like you don't have to order out for it.
And you do it all the time. See,
it's healthy for men. They say for your prostate.
You do.
I'm all right with these people because everyone's got their hobby and it's different than what other people have. But this one has like snakes and reptiles, and they just have a reptilian hobby, and they have a lot of critters.
All those pictures are coming from the same person?
Yeah, they're coming from the same person. I just have a hard time looking.
Oh, that's cool.
The turtle is until you see the snake picture and the gecko picture. I'm just not a.
The turtle's cool.
I know that's
What's
a really cool. Oh, that's cool too.
He's cool, whatever that
is. It blends into the leaves. This guy's got like a zoo
like Jurassic
in his
Park
house.
in his house.
My hobby is smoking weed and eating crap food.
I like that.
T-shirts.
That's a hobby
they add up quickly. That's Big John's wife. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's different. Hers is crafting and making. Crafting is her hobby.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Dollhouses, Larry. There's another dollhouse.
Oh wow.
We should get together and look at furniture. I'm looking for a small vacuum.
Larry, I love how you want to decorate the dollhouse. I would make it playable now, but where you can make it to where you can upgrade with lights and pretty furniture later.
There you go.
Oh, so in other words, get a set of crap furniture.
Yes, that's what we've been telling you this whole time. Nice plastic pink furniture. So this person's actually working this week, up and listening. So grateful you guys are still with us. I'm off to school. Yes.
I have an 18, wait, what's that?
She has 18 4-year-olds to deal with through Thursday. Teacher, we love you.
So how do you get 18 to 4 years old? I was like, how does that work?
It's funny because my friend Far, he's a teacher.
Yes.
And
he's so good.
He called me from school, or he's talking, sometimes he gets a window, and like, literally in that school they have, I don't know, they probably have this in little Avery's little school. Are her toilets really little?
Yeah.
They have in his school, they have a whole row of toilets that are tiny toilets.
Oh, that's adorable.
So he called me the other day, he's like, I'm taking a crap. I was like, are you on one of those little tiny toilets?
That'd be hilarious.
There's all the alphabet written on the stall wall. A, B, C,
at least you have something to look at.
This picture is of Santa grabbing someone's butt, a girl's butt in a thong, and it says, if Santa gets outed for sexual misconduct, I don't want to know about it until after Christmas.
Yes, because he can be taken out of his job, and then who will deliver the toys?
Right. I mean, he's got the special magic.
Right. Then the Easter Bunny will have to try, and who knows if he can.
Right.
Joey Greco was the one who got stabbed on Cheaters, Larry, and then there's Clark Gable. He kind of looks like the Gone with the Wind.
He totally does.
Guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's all.
But he's kind of dorky because in the show he's like, Beth and Jim are having a fight. Let's see what happens. And then he like walks off. So it's kind of like you can see right away
so
he didn't make
not
an acting.
Actor.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
gotcha.
So frankly, my dear.
Right. But somebody was like, we can make money off you, kid.
Yeah, off his name.
Your royal lineage.
We're talking
Your Hollywood
about him.
gold.
Right.
We should just do a local Denver Cheaters, and we just follow people around here.
Oh, we could do it.
We
Are
could
you
totally
kidding me?
do
That'd
that.
Be great.
That'd be crazy.
I love how people play it off on that show. Like, you're either going to be like, first of all, they're all upset that, trying to be like, well, what are all these cameras here for? And they're trying to project her.
I can't believe you do this.
Right. But then it's like, the way it usually goes is for the person that called cheaters, if the guy goes and gets in the car with the other girl and leaves, you lost.
Right.
But sometimes the guy's
so
like,
sad.
right. Sometimes the guy's like, I
love you. I'm here with you.
You beat it, whore.
Yeah, right.
Right.
That
And they
happens.
sometimes do that too.
Right. No, it goes both ways.
Right.
Right.
But it's funny when they pill out with the other person.
Oh, yeah. It's so sad.
But it's best when both women pill out and leave the dude. Like the girl, I've seen girls go, I didn't know you were married.
Yeah.
And then
right.
they're like, get
I've
me
seen
out of
that
here.
Too. Right.
Right. It is a great show. And I understand why the guy got stabbed because, well, you're in a bunch of melee.
Yeah, for sure.
The little scuffle going on.
There was
trying to be a host.
There was a guy that pulled out a gun in one episode of his waistband, and they were like, everybody freaked out.
I bet you're not expecting that.
Well, and the thing is, they were all the cameras were on him, and once the gun came out, they didn't have a shot of him anymore because all the camera guys started running away.
Yeah.
They were on the ground. There was a shot of the ground.
Right.
Because the emotions are high in that situation.
Oh, yeah, and you're getting caught. Nobody likes to be caught, for one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, for
so
sure.
how are you going to react to that?
And now it's your business is out there.
Yep.
And so it's...
Yeah, so don't confront me and Kathie, Larry, because you never know what might happen.
Yes. Are you cheating with me on another morning show?
No.
You guys are running to do breaks with Kendall? Is that what's happening?
No, we're just saying.
Okay.
Never know we're packing.
Not to hate too much, but it's like when you hear that voice, it's different. It's like without you guys.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
I have not heard
it's
it.
Like
I have not heard that voice in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I have. We were watching the Muppets Take Manhattan over the weekend.
I do love the Muppets.
Heidi-ho. It's so sad because I was watching. I was like, girls, you're going to love this. You're going to
didn't
love
like
this
it?
movie.
No, they're into graphics.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know,
Like puppets aren't cutting it.
no, not
Really?
as much
So
anymore.
what happened? They just couldn't stay focused.
They couldn't stay focused on it.
Yeah, I think the graphics are so good now that like it really is like eye candy. And so I feel guilty to say this, but when they come over, I put on Boss Baby, they're on it.
They love Boss
Right.
Baby.
Or so any good animated movie. Yeah. So I think that doesn't a puppet would pale in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, it hurt my heart. Trust me. You know, but here's
who doesn't love
Grover
the
and
Muppets?
yeah, right.
Maybe they could recreate the Muppets in CGI and she'd watch it.
She might. 'Cause she doesn't have a
Then
problem
what's
with
that called? A graphic? A graphit? What do you call that? Because it's not even a Muppet at that point.
I know. It's just the Muppets CGI.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have a hobby, Wig? I haven't even asked you.
It's watching the Muppets.
Shut
I
up.
don't have time for a hobby. He's like me.
If you could, what would it be?
We used to play video games
To
together.
be unemployed. I would. That would be my hobby.
So
yeah.
would the rest of us.
Yeah, that would be
But
my
you gotta
hobby.
have the money to do
No,
it.
it was playing video games, I guess. That was kind of my
That was
hobby.
our thing.
And then now I feel like even that has passed me up to where I'm like, there's new systems coming out, new games. And I'm like I'm playing like Madden like 99. And I'm like, oh, there's new Madden now. Because literally I bought
Who's
a new
on the
Madden.
cover?
I don't
Yeah, I know.
I bought Madden every year ever since like 96 when I had it on the
Right.
Super
It was
Nintendo.
so
I bought
fun.
it every year. Now I haven't bought one for like the last 3 years.
I used to have so much fun with my friends playing Tiger Woods. Like we literally played every version of Tiger Woods and just would sit there and
that was
play.
so fun.
Yeah, force them, and then people would wait their turn. And if you were shy a guy, you could add a guy online.
Right.
And it was just like even
If you
I
were
would
a
get up
shy
at
guy,
if I would get up at like 3 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. There's like I'm sitting there playing a round of golf with some guy from China, a guy from Russia, and some British guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was like super cool. But like with the, owning your own business now, and it's like, we used to be at a radio station where we'd get off and go do other things.
Right.
Now we're part of the whole process and we're business owners, which I don't mind, but it's kind of really made my video gaming take a backseat like you. And I was going to come back hard and go, I'm getting the new Call of Duty. And it was like World War II. And I hate going to buy that game because then you use dumb weapons. You don't have anything modern or
right.
cool.
You're like, once you know the Halo guns.
Right, exactly.
Why
Now
go
I have
back
a click,
to,
click,
right.
click,
You know, it ended for me because I haven't had an online
that would
subscription
suck. Why
for
would I
was
want to
like,
waste
World
my
War
time
II.
doing that?
I was like, no, go.
I used to do the online all the time. I haven't had an online subscription for gaming in probably a
kept
year and a
mine,
half.
and I'm not gaming.
Yeah,
But
so-
my TV runs through my Xbox.
There's a new Grand Theft Auto heist game.
Yeah, I
that's
saw
out.
that.
Yeah,
That was pretty dope.
So
Yeah,
and
I'll
I
probably get
haven't
on
even
that.
played that game online.
Grand Theft Auto is really fun.
Do you remember?
When we fell in love.
Do you remember when Larry literally would pay people to come over and play?
I tried. Nobody ever did it.
Someone did. You had one guy.
No,
or did he give you the code?
No. So I was trying to get
You were
my
able
level
to-
up, and I'm always trying to get my level up in Grand Theft Auto, and I always was like, find me a Chinese girl who is 4 and knows how to do this, because like the kids are like little kids,
Right. But I swear you had a
insane.
guy that came over and got you like $100,000
No.
or something.
Yeah, you did. You had
Yeah,
like,
you did.
it was someone you knew.
That had
Right.
to be a cheat. Yeah, that had to be a cheat.
No,
But
you
no.
had someone come over and
You
do
had
it.
someone come over and do it.
Yeah, you had someone play the game
No.
for you and get you that. You said, and you even told us.
I was gonna offer that to do a friend's kid, and I never ended up doing
No,
it.
you did it. You did it.
We're both remembering.
Yeah.
Right, fine.
Okay, but anyways,
So
I thought that was hilarious.
they fixed that anyway in the game. You can just buy money now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so Larry just spends his
Right,
real
so he
money
spends
on the
his real
fake money.
on it. You're an idiot.
No, it's not.
Instead of
It's-
just earning it.
No, it's
Like
too
the
hard.
like the real
It's just-
digital people of video games.
Right, and the
Remember
thing
when
is,
your hobby was online gambling and with the slot machines?
I would
and
play
you
that.
would waste all of your money and not ever get money because it was
Oh, you're talking about on the
the
iPad.
poker.
That's kind of
right.
like any of those online games. It's like where you buy add-in options. So it's like it could be gardening game or it could be the.
Okay, but I'm sorry,
the fruit
you're wasting
thing.
$100 on something.
Yeah, that was stupid.
No,
That
I
was
didn't,
dumb.
I didn't spend
You
$100.
spent like 50 or something.
It was more-
You got in trouble and had your card taken
Right.
away from your husband.
Wow, we're all too close.
So
We are all way too close. You're like friends with my husband. I'm friends with your husband.
Yeah.
I'm friends with your
And
wife.
we
We're all too
remember.
close.
We remember the
But I
past.
had a problem, and I stopped playing that.
I would literally, because in Grand Theft Auto, you could have your guy go into a casino and play games.
Yes.
I had a problem to where I would go in and play the game as that guy, and I would play it for hours because I was gambling with his money. But I was like, oh my God, I'm winning. It was,
Grand Theft Auto even has a support group for people like him.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Where you go take your character and you sit around with a bunch of other people.
all right.
Y'all talk it out.
I
Right.
love that game, and you can buy money, you can do that, but you still have to earn your rank. So yeah, I'm not eligible for a bunch of stuff that I really would like
So
to be
you
eligible
used to
for.
be. I'm just saying, you gave it your all.
Yeah.
I
at
know,
one
but I'm
point.
too busy to play games.
Right.
Life is too busy to play games.
Finally.
And you know what it took
You're
for me to
saying
say
it.
that?
What?
Chris taking away your card?
No, it was having 2 kids.
Oh, Kathy's kids.
It
You
is
don't
having
have
2
them
kids.
24/7.
I'm saying
They're
that I care
a
about them enough
nightmare.
that like I help you watch them whenever you ask.
No, that is really nice.
Keep sending us your hobbies, 303-728-3420. Text, give us those shout outs. Whatever you got to do, get hold of us.
You're mean.
No.
You're mean. You're a mean lady. I love the girls. I don't help pay for their college.
Yeah, with his gambling
Right, with his
problem.
gambling.
Yeah.
They're going to be stars. I'm going to put them in show business. Call or text us now
I'm so excited.
on the YOLO Rum phone line.
Alexa, will you be my friend?
Of course we can be friends.
303-728-3420.
You seem very nice.
303-728-3420, the YOLO Rum phone line. You can call, text, or even use the app to give us a shout out. Hello.
Hello,
Who's this?
this is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Loveland, Colorado.
Oh, nice. We never know because some people call from Scotland or Ireland or Africa. We
You
don't
never?
know. Yeah. So what's up? What are you doing?
Oh, I wanted to weigh in on the Selena Justin thing.
Oh, yay!
Yes, please.
All right, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Larry. I think they're cute together.
And they balance each other out. Justin's going to church again, so he's got a little bit of spirituality going. He's centered. We all loved his last batch of hits. love her music. And no, I think they're perfect because, like, in a weird world where you're a pop star that has millions of fans, like, only a person that has that could identify with that. You know what I mean? So, like, he could date like a mere mortal, like a Lionel Richie daughter or whatever, but they're just better suited. And we all saw what happened when Justin and Britney broke up. We know that Justin traded up; he was the better guy there. But it was sad to see them not pan out. What say you?
Well, I think Justin grew up.
Right.
He's mature now, and he's able to handle Selena now. So I think they're good now. But back then, I don't think they were. They weren't ready for each other.
Well, and we've seen him nude. He's leaked nude pictures of himself. And I think for her, that's big. So that works for them. You know
Not after you've been with The Weeknd.
Well, we don't know. He could have had his white part down there, and then his feet are black. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. We don't know how that panned out.
So my only question is this. So you're telling me if you had a daughter and she dated a guy like Justin, and then he did her wrong like that, embarrassed her, made her like she had to go to rehab after it. It was very serious to her soul. You'd be okay when she said she wanted to take him back?
Not my daughter, no.
Oh, okay.
But wait a minute. Everybody deserves a second chance, and none of us are perfect. And we've all been in a situation where we were dating somebody, and maybe we were able to fix it or whatever.
Right. Sometimes it works out, but a lot of other times it doesn't.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
And so many times a girl derails her future because she falls in love with some dude. Now she's not going to college. Now she's not going with that career.
But that's not the case here.
Selena grew so much after her and Justin broke up.
I know, and that growth now will help them be a better couple. And so I think
I'm just saying he doesn't deserve the growth that the work she put into herself. She needs to keep going.
Well, he's putting in work too. He's going to church. Well, we appreciate the call, and I don't know. I think we're all right.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
Time will tell.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the next thing you know, she'll be dating, a woman.
What?
She'll be dating a Hadid girl.
She'll be dating a woman soon.
You men wish.
She'll be dating that. What's the other one? That's the other her.
Gigi.
Vanessa Hudgens?
No, the other Selena Gomez. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Demi Lovato?
Yeah, Demi throws it out there all the time that she likes chicks. I bet she's pretty good in it. I bet Selena Gomez would like to see Demi Lovato's Skechers on her shoulders. What say you? 303-728-3420. Let's continue the debate.
Hey, thank you for calling. How'd you find the Blazin' Hit app? How'd you find the app? Were you just fans on Facebook or?
I was already fans of you guys when you were at that other station.
Oh,
the other station.
I was so sad when you guys were gone. So when I found out you guys were coming out with something new, I follow Larry on Instagram.
Yay.
So I was able to track it and make sure you guys did come back with something because it's awesome.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you and happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
It's just no good.
Bye.
All right. Okay. So keep sending us your texts
cookies last night
about your hobbies. This text came in. I croquet baby blankets for my friends and family members who are expecting, which is cute, and they send a picture of that.
Everybody hates her at Christmas, though. Ugh, we're probably going to get another sweater.
Here's the thing, I know,
good, though.
like that was my grandma, but I tell you what, man, I love everything that now that I'm older, I'm so happy to have blankets and dolly clothes that she made for me.
Yeah. This picture scares me. Sorry, Larry. This picture scares me because
it's a cute blanket.
No,
it's
not the blanket. It's this giant fire hazard that's going on right next to the bed.
What is it?
It's a bunch of extension cords.
An extension cord plugged into an extension cord plugged into like a surge protector plugged into an extension cord.
Right. And a blanket that will go up in flames because it's polyester.
Okay, that's how most of us live.
Oh no, I know, but you be cautious.
Oh, no,
all right,
it's dangerous.
Get a power strip. They're not that expensive.
Dude, did you see the fire? It took down an entire apartment complex somewhere in the nation, and it was all started by a lithium battery and a child's toy that was being stored by the furnace.
Whoa!
Right, and then they showed like the rubble or whatever was left after the fire destroyed this home, and there was still a toy moving. It was like
we will live longer than you.
It's like with the batteries and everything, like, because you think about it, like, I have a whole drawer full of my old cell phones.
Yes.
And, like, stuff like that, and, like, old iPods and stuff like that. Like, those could definitely go off, don't you think? Like, you know.
No, what Kathie was saying is because it was by a furnace.
But, I mean, smoke pins and everything has just erupted on its own because of the lithium batteries.
But they have to have a charge.
No, I know, but, okay, I'm just saying, like, you know, so if it just sits there,
so if it just sits there, it's going to be okay. What happened with that is it just heated up and probably exploded.
I saw a guy that had stored a bunch of batteries together, and he had like a bucket of batteries, and the batteries like had just touched in the right way to make them all get warm, and then his whole place got fired.
What?
Yeah, so that's why they say you have to get rid of your batteries a certain way. Or
I've seen places where there's somewhere that I work, or it's my house, somewhere where
Pile of batteries.
it's a Home Depot bucket of batteries.
Right.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, be careful out there. So anyway.
Lie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
everybody's going to go through their house all paranoid. Oh, why did I smoke before they said that?
Yeah.
Taking all the batteries out of everything.
Because see, I'm definitely cutting back. I'm like nowhere near what I was when I was smoking. But that was my biggest paranoia. So I never smoked in the house. I'd smoke in the garage, and then I'd leave, and I would get a block away, and then I'd be like, the pot would kick in, and I'd be like, oh my God,
did I turn everything off?
No, I'd be like, there's probably an ash still burning or something, and everything's gonna go up in the garage, and I'm like, and so then I would turn around, and I'd be like, and it was okay, nothing's going on.
I have gas in my lawnmower. A fume could spark it.
Right, exactly.
Right.
You can go all day. You'd just be trapped going in circles. Oh, I forgot the coffee pot.
Right.
But the other thing is, I don't leave the dryer on when I leave because I'm paranoid about that.
You're not supposed to because the dryer lint or any of that stuff. Even a dishwasher.
Because my neighbor's house just got burned down because her clothes dryer caught fire.
What?
Yeah. So you can't like go. I don't leave the dryer on, and when you think you're going to leave a load in because you're not there to monitor it in case it goes down. Because who knows how much lint gets built up in the system.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, well, even if I was home, I'd be like, oh my God, what do I do?
There's a ton of people who do not partake of the 420 because of the paranoia.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, they're like the kind of people that's like, who just drove by?
Right.
Somebody casing our house?
Okay. Well, then this is going to add to the paranoia right now because the man who ran government's secret UFO unit drops a stunner on CNN that we may not be alone.
Right. He's like the guy that knows.
Yeah.
We're not alone. So does he have actual evidence this time? Oh,
yes. So we'll talk about that here
next. Guy from Ancient Aliens' hair just stood up.
Even higher?
Right. It was already up.
Larry and Kathie J's Blazin' Hit Radio. From the Mile High. And now worldwide.
Welcome.
Wiggins called me fat.
What? That's how you're going to start the break?
Yeah, Wiggins called me fat.
It's the holidays, Larry.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We were going for donuts, and then I said, oh, I shouldn't have more than one. I feel fat. And he goes, feel fat?
I didn't say you were fat. I called you jolly.
Okay.
That's worse, right?
It's the holiday season.
Wow, because you're so slender and in shape.
Dude, thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
So anyway, this isn't about your fatness, Larry. This is about
UFOs, Larry.
Aliens and UFOs that are coming in here.
The way you are right now. You're like voluptuous. When Marilyn like had some curves, that's you right now. Like you're like, oh, I'm busting out of these jeans. I can't believe it.
All right. Anyway, so this is the Intel official who ran a secret government program speaking out about UFOs, and this was him on CNN the other night. If it would go.
I know you think that the government didn't take the threat seriously enough, so let me just ask you point blank the question. Do you believe that life from somewhere else, while you ran this program, came here, visited, observed?
I will tell you unequivocally that through the observation, scientific methodologies that were applied to look at this phenomena, that these aircraft, we'll call them aircraft, are displaying characteristics that are not currently within the U.S. inventory, nor in any foreign inventory that we are aware of.
So I know you're being clear, but I mean, the answer is yes.
I can't speak on behalf of the government. Obviously, I'm not in the U.S. government anymore. My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
Okay, he kind of like hesitated. He's like,
all right,
we
may
not be alone.
Thank you so very much.
That's it?
That's it?
Well, no, and then the video proof shows it that it's going at high speed, up and down, left and right.
No, I know, but shouldn't he have expanded on that or said, the next step is to do this, or
Right.
you know what I
I
mean?
don't think the government's going to let him talk about that stuff.
Okay,
You know what
but
I mean?
here's the thing. I mean, raise your hand if you think we're not alone.
I would
Right,
raise my
everyone
hand on
knows that. We're not
Oh,
alone.
well, okay,
you
wait a
can't
minute.
have
Yeah, but
so much of an ego to know that we are such a small little.
True.
no,
But
no.
the reason this is a
in
big
the
deal is because
universe.
it's the
Agreed.
government, and it was a government-funded project that investigated this, and it was Harry Reid who put this together and spent $22 million on it to uncover this evidence.
It's like the movie Contact when the dad said, "Hey, if we're the only ones here, that's an awful lot of waste of space."
Yeah, totally.
And it's like there's just no way that we are the only ones.
Right.
And depending on what other form that other life comes in, it could just be like a thing, like a germ or
Anything.
right.
So
A tadpole, but it could also be like intelligent life.
So this thing coming through our atmosphere that he got photo or the video evidence of.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not from here. It's somewhere else. Now, what do we do? Like, do we just wait? Obviously, they're sending test bubbles to see what kind of intelligent life there is right here.
You know what the
Try to figure it out. Do we blow them up? Should we eat them? What are we doing with these things?
We don't even know because it's so there's no proof. So it kind of sucks and especially now that drones are so crazy and people can make those fly anyway and very agile and put all kinds of lights on them. Now I think there's going to be like more sightings of, was that a drone? And even if it was like some sort of test drone or something like that,
Right.
it could still like fly at crazy rates that we're not used to seeing,
I got that. So again,
What
it's an alien. What are we doing about it?
I don't know what to do.
Well, if Joe Biden and has said this, and Bill Clinton said it, because Kimmel always asked, I follow a lot of the alien crap, but Kim would always ask him, "Hey, are there aliens out there?" And basically, Clinton and Biden both said, "Well, you know what's going to happen if once it's revealed if there is something out there, it's going to bring humanity together because this whole fallacy of man controlling power or having this belief of certain governments and that kind of goes away, and it has to." He says it's kind of like Independence Day, where all the countries come together and realize we're just a single species.
You would think, but knowing us, we'd meet the aliens and they'd be like, "We love your Taco Bell," and then they'd take it to their world and get all fat and die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing
What do
us.
you mean, like their spaceship couldn't even get off the ground?
No, I don't know. Have you seen that? There's a
Guess you're staying here on Earth with us.
Vice.
We'll try to move over.
Vice News just did a whole story on how we took our fast food to the Middle East.
I know.
And
Yes,
how
I saw
everybody there now is buying bigger
Portions
outfits.
and right.
And they have to buy, now they're starting to get rascals.
And they were pretty roomy to begin with.
Right,
Roomy.
sure. Yeah, that's what we bring to the table. And if they say take us to your
Saturated fat.
right, and if they say take us to your leader, are we going to take him to
That's
what
I was going to ask. Like, what do you do at that point? He thought, we're going to make you guys huge in the universe. We're going to make it great.
Can you cure bald?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. So, I don't know.
Again, we're not alone.
I know, but
And just, good luck, everyone. Try not to get probed. I
right.
mean-
Well, unless if that's your thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I would freak out about getting probed. I'd be
You
like,
think?
yeah.
I think we all.
I think their
Jesus,
equipment
Wiggins.
is in more danger than you. I think if they probe you, joke's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It melted
Yeah, exactly.
our titanium steel.
Okay. They would send him out in a escape pod. Send him back to Earth.
Get
out of here.
I found out that if you're a guy and
Oh,
you
God.
pee on a pregnancy test and it comes out positive, you can find
have a
out
uterus?
You have a uterus, but you can find out if you have pancreatic cancer, a form
What?
of it. So it's like it's a way
You're
of
lying. I'm
it's a way
Googling
of
that.
testing yourself to see if guys have
He
pancreatic
just
cancer.
wants me to hold the strip
Right.
for him.
No, so I've just been thinking, oh my God, I need to buy a pregnancy test because the way that how often I rip booty and then
I
how
don't
bad
think
it
that has
is.
to do anything with you ever being sick.
dying
If
in the
anything, you're getting the
inside.
disease out of you.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, every time I see it, I saw it on Shameless the other night. The girl has like pancreatic type 3 cancer. And I'm like, something's wrong with me. I've got to
Yeah,
get
you
checked
do need
out.
to stop
Yeah.
smoking.
Okay. So I just looked it up, Wiggins.
Yes.
And this was back in, the research is from 2012. Home pregnancy tests may detect men's cancer.
Yes.
Wow.
Pancreatic
It does
cancer.
not indicate the screening the general population of men with this urine test for the HCG will find it, but it has found it. in some men.
So I'll either be pregnant or I'll have pancreatic cancer.
And if you're pregnant, you have a lot of explaining to do.
A lot. Yeah.
Who's the dad?
It's one of the aliens that came down here. Yeah. It came from that night of getting probed.
Okay, I'm going to get a home pregnancy test for my husband.
Why does he have bad farts too?
No, but I mean, I just, why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Why did you look up like bad farts and his pancreatic cancer on WebMD?
Well, every time I've farted, people have always said, you should go see a doctor about that. So,
yeah, you can clear it. Like, you can bring tears to an eye.
After 100 times of hearing that, you're all, maybe I'm like rotting on the inside.
Okay. Or maybe your diet sucks. The flaming hot Cheeto and Snickers bar for breakfast.
Not anymore. I don't do that anymore.
Oh, he's healthy. He doesn't get the flaming hot Cheetos, just the regular one.
That was just Red Bull and
Snickers.
And or just Red Bull.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's go get a pregnancy test.
I'll take one with you.
Yeah.
We'll cross streams.
We'll give it Kathy. We'll put it in her purse, and then she'll take it home to Mr. Efficient and freak him out.
He would die. He scheduled his test for the 12th of January.
What kind of test?
Snip. Going in to get snip.
Oh,
yeah.
So you know what I hear, because my brother-in-law got that, and it was just weird that he went ahead and did that, because my sister could have stayed on birth control, but I guess whatever.
Yeah, why
would you want to? Birth control could be bad for the woman. Yeah.
Well, either way, I thought girls under birth control because it puts your lady thing on hiatus.
It actually said they could cause cancer by taking birth control.
But then some ladies do it because it helps regulate them. Some do it because it's not as strong. Like, there's different reasons why doctors have put all of us on it. But the main reason I was on it was definitely no kids.
So when he got his done, I asked if there was any difference in anything. And my sister just said it was like going from Coke to Diet Coke.
Oh, gross.
Ew.
I was thinking it's going to be like
right.
Powder?
I was wondering that too. I don't know.
Just add water.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's have Bolty go get a pregnancy test and see if we got some butt cancer.
All three of you have to do it.
I don't think that's how that works.
It's not how any of this works.
Call or text us now
I'm so excited.
on the YOLO Rum phone line.
Alexa, will you be my friend?
Of course we can be friends.
303-728-3420.
You seem very nice.
Well, so instead of a pregnancy test, we got some burritos.
Oh, yeah.
To contribute to what I think might be causing my butt cancer.
Your weight gain.
My weight gain and my butt cancer.
I didn't get a burrito. I just went with chips and cake.
Wow, you really made him feel bad, Wiggin.
Pico de gallo.
Well,
no, if I was feeling bad, I wouldn't have got the chips. Chips are not good for you.
Oh.
That's what some people are saying on 303-728-3420, YOLO Rum text line. You guys are picking on Larry bad today.
Oh, poor Larry.
Oh, poor baby.
Wow, make it work for yourself.
He experienced it once in the show, and Kathy, if I've done it for years. You know,
can I get an example?
No, because that's what you want as the example when we've just had to like bury it and deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when I make fun of you because you have food in your mouth and we're talking on the air?
Yeah.
Was that right now?
Yes,
oh,
exactly.
No, that's not even that. That's not even a good example.
Right, that's not a good example.
It's more of like here's a perfect example. I got it right here because Larry actually, what? And you actually will make bits, Larry. You'll actually make bits where you like call us out for stuff. Remember this?
No.
Not that.
For one night only.
Well, no, that's not the right one. I don't know why it's doing Disney on ISIS. Jesus.
The most anticipated film of the year.
Yeah.
I never wanted any of this. I never wanted to be in the games. I just wanted to save my sister and keep PETA alive.
Kathie J of Fox 31 says,
This is the movie where the revolution finally happens. They've been waiting for this Mr. 13 to revolt against the Capitol.
Revolt against the Capitol.
Shut up!
Shut up!
And Katniss is trying to decide that she's going to love PETA. Everyone hates PETA, but she's all
she
like,
loves
no,
all the guys. She like Bella.
No.
She like two guys
She's
at
not
once.
like Bella.
She's not like Bella.
She's not.
She's not.
Okay, she is a warrior.
She's a warrior.
Leader of a revolution.
Of a revolution.
Stupid girl Bella.
Stupid girl Bella.
Stop mocking me!
Stop mocking me!
The Hunger Games. Mocking Kathie J.
Yeah, see, that was totally making fun.
But
and
here's
I just
the thing.
had to bury it.
That was a bit that I wrote because, it was, what was the name of the original movie?
Mockingjay.
Mocking
Hunger
Jay.
Games.
Right, so it made sense. I was like, ooh, mocking Kathie J. So we were all in on the bit, and Kathie knew I was going to mock her.
She did not know that.
no.
I
You
remember
said-
the recording of that.
I know, but what I was saying is that it all like was for a purpose.
Yeah, but she didn't know when you came in there. When you had, hey, I just want you to say this line.
Right, you
and then
said,
you started.
You said
I
just
said, go on about the movie, and I'm
Right.
going to mock you.
Right.
No,
He
you didn't know that.
No, he did. But here's the thing. It's something that he did a lot prior to this, so he knew it was funny. So it was the perfect time to put it into a skit.
Right. I agree.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Right.
And what about this one? Let's see if we can find.
How many do you have?
Eat, la la, eat. We gotta win this. Somebody bring me more milk.
Right.
Eat, la la, eat. We gotta win this. Somebody bring me more milk.
Remember
was that when he did that.
That was the reality show where it was
Lala and I were a
the
team.
Cinnamon Roll Challenge.
Right, up
And
there
so-
at Johnson's Corner.
Right, and so any of those shows where you have to eat the brain or the whatever, you just got to eat and go so you can
just
get to
gotta
the
do-
next level.
right, exactly.
That wasn't anything.
Then he slowed her voice down and said, "Eat, la la, eat.
How
we
about
have
when
to
you?
win this."
How about let's see, the iPad one where you go, "Hey, just come in here and read these lines," and I was like, "What am I reading?" And you were like, "Oh, just read them," and then you put it together, and it was me inserting an iPad under my underwear.
Girl,
You got a quarter? I need a.
are you still using that old protection? Get with the times. Apple just released the new iPad.
The iPad?
Yeah, it has 16 gigs of protection with 3G absorption.
What?
It plays movies, music, and I get my email on it.
I don't get it.
It's got a 9.7 LED IPS display, but it's only a half-inch thick for maximum comfort.
This isn't comfortable.
The new iPad
Actually, it kind of hurts.
with wings.
See, he didn't tell me what his lines
Yeah,
were.
but you-
He just said, "Now say this."
And then you were in a funny bit, and everybody laughed. That wasn't like me being mean to you.
Yeah.
Whatever. Play all the funny bits you want if you think that's the way
Well,
it's solved.
Larry, you're not fat. I'm just joking with you earlier.
Nice try, Chuddy.
Yeah. I get it from watching you.
It's all love.
Exactly.
This person
Bad
texted
love.
and said that their hobby is gardening, chemicals, fertilizer, and potting soils.
No.
is that
Good
the
morning.
wrong
I
one?
used to work in an apartment complex here in Denver. One of our tenants started a fire from putting her cigarettes out in her potted plants.
Oh, right. That's dangerous because it's all like, especially if it's been baking in the sun, it's all brittle. It's like Kindle.
Well, not that. The chemicals and fertilizers in the potting soils
Oh, my God. Now you've made a bomb.
are flammable.
Whoa.
Right?
Right.
How many people put their stuff out? And I know a lot of people that put their cigarettes out and leave
Right.
them in the plant.
And like if you're me, I don't smoke, but I have ashtrays for people that do. And you have to remember to empty those because those fill up and then the next person puts it out and there are a bunch of dry ones in there.
Yes. See? It's that easy.
Mhm. Wiggins, you can read the next one.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that.
Let's see if we can get through one.
I have far too many hobbies, which is why my wife just. You make me feel a lot of pressure now, Larry. I have far too many hobbies, which is why my wife loves. Because I'm never home. Okay, I play softball and darts nearly every night and weekend, which I travel all over the country to do.
Damn.
I've been thinking of getting back into stand-up comedy, but it's hard to put yourself out there sometimes. I write my own mock radio shows to perform to my friends and make our road trips more entertaining. I also drive for a living, so I have a lot of time for creative thinking. I think I might be crazy sometimes. Yeah, I think you gotta...
No, you're not crazy.
I think he's cool. I think it's dope that he writes little comedy bits and he wears a jockstrap.
Where did you get the jockstrap?
He plays
from?
softball all around the country.
Oh, okay.
Those guys wear jockstraps.
Yeah, you know, my dad played softball around the country, and he never wore that. Just so you know.
Well, it's not like your dad's going to come and go,
fantasy.
hey, look at my jockstrap. Your dad's not going to come and show you.
Well, I'm just saying, I would have seen it laying around the house at least once and been like, what the hell is that?
Or found it when she's cleaning up the house. Yeah.
Exactly, because it would have ended up
Maybe
in...
he was more of a compression shorts man.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Either way.
Just saying.
Okay.
You always just want to assume it's a jockstrap.
Yeah, I don't think Kathy ever wants to even picture
Think about
that.
it.
Hey,
Yeah.
she's the one who brought up her old man.
It was hard enough when you'd be downstairs watch TV and he'd come down like in his underwear to like drink out of the milk carton.
With your slumber girlfriends
Yeah,
over.
totally. They'd be staying the night. I'd be like, Becca, don't look. Whatever you do, don't look up in the kitchen. And you know, in his
funny.
underwear, like,
hey, look at me.
they'd
over
be holding.
here.
Yeah.
Don't look that way.
Yeah. It wasn't like he had, nice, cute, clean tidies.
It's like that skit on SNL, 80. She plays the girl where they're all in the slumber party and the dad comes in. He's like, well, you guys have fun. And she's like, your dad's hot. She's like, falls in love with the dad every time.
See, I
She's
don't
like, my
remember
mom's such a bitch. Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, but she's like always hitting on the dad. So I just saw, Becca hitting on your dad by the refrigerator.
No,
definitely not.
Jay,
Definitely
how
not.
are
Thank
ya?
God.
I'll take a swig of that milk.
Hey, Bobby.
Right. Fill out those Fruit of the Loom
Oh,
nicely.
you're gonna traumatize Kathy.
Yeah, you
Even
totally
that-
will. No, I'm not even listening. I'm just reading the text line. We were talking about, all your phones in the drawer.
Right. How those batteries could all explode and cause a fire.
That stuff, yeah. This person just wanted to say, hey, recycle your hard stuff that's hard to recycle at Sustainability, especially the old smoke detectors. They're radioactive. Did you know it?
Jesus.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Maybe
I
the
thought you
old
just,
ones.
they're done and you throw them away.
Yeah.
I heard it was so funny because we have a room where, everybody's got where you put all your kind of stuff, your storage or your junk or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was
At your house?
Yeah. And there was a dying smoke detector because we replaced them with the Nest ones. And so we kept walking by there and it would be like, chirp, chirp. And so I'd be like, where is it? And I'd look all over and I couldn't find it. I thought maybe it was a current thing. I don't know what was chirping. And so then I just gave up. And then Chris would walk by a couple days later. I got to find that chirp. And he looked for it, couldn't find it. And then eventually I just got so frustrated. I just started removing every box until I found it. And then I was like, there it is. And I pulled the battery out of it. But it was like also one of those, what's the detector you get in case if it seeps that stuff that kills families?
Carbon monoxide detector?
Yeah, it was also one of those too.
Well, maybe it was going off for carbon monoxide. Yeah.
But we have a Nest right next to it, so that would have gone off.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Right.
Confused.
Oh, man. Dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say. I totally
keep his thoughts to
keep my thoughts to myself. No, not at all.
Thank you to everybody.
My smoke alarm went off the other day. Like you're saying, the beep. I was in a dead sleep, and it was all boop, and it was like 2 a.m, and it wasn't where we had to get out, and so it was just going boop. And so there I was, and I was just in my boxers, and I was just like trying to get this thing. I'm like trying to. I don't have my contacts in, so I can't see anyway.
Do you have the Nest?
I have the thermostat. I don't have the actual
The Nest
smoke
will
detector.
talk to you. Go like if somebody blows a big rip in my house and it goes toward there, or I burned something in the kitchen the other night,
right?
And it's like there's a fire or there's smoke detected in the room. Prepare for alarm. It is loud. And so, like, you have a second to get Yoshi out of the room because he hates it. And then, so it kind of goes through a cycle. And then it talks to the other Nest upstairs. So then you got 2 bitches telling you, alarm is going to sound. Prepare for loud noises.
I already told him the alarm is going to sound.
Right. And you can only hit one button off, and you got to run upstairs, hit the other button.
All right.
All right. And that's how we protect our homes.
Yeah. 303-728-3420.
I don't even know if mine works.
I'm sure Mr. Efficient's on it.
Yeah, he does.
We are
the old house that didn't work.
My fear of like household things that are not up to date are like I bought fire extinguishers. I don't know how many times.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep those up to date too. And I'm like, who knows how, last thing you want is just a fire. You pull that out and it's all.
It could happen.
Do you guys have fire extinguishers?
Yeah, in the garage.
Okay.
Right.
You're supposed to have one under your.
Yeah, I think it's under there too, but it's
under your what? Under your bed or something?
no, under your
where
sink,
you cook.
where you sink, and all that stuff. But or isn't if there's
you guys worried about fire hazards?
Because we're paranoid.
If there's a grease fire, salt puts it out, right?
No, yeah, you're supposed to not put any water.
No, kidding.
Jesus.
You're supposed to like do it with like what's in the fire extinguishers.
Yeah, but isn't salt? Can't you put salt on it, like a bunch of salt?
I don't know if I've heard about salt.
Yeah.
Are you making a roux? Because then you want a little butter and a little flour.
Someone's gonna have a fire and try to put salt on it, and it's just not even gonna do anything. No, damn it, Wiggins!
Hey, check your fire detectors, folks.
Yeah, check those alarms.
Yeah.
We're gonna grant a Christmas wish here coming up next. But if you want to help out, you can text wish to 303-728-3420. We have a GoFundMe set up right there. Tons of donations have been coming in for that. So if you want to help and you hear these wishes, I know we have a wish being granted by one of our partners too tomorrow. So if you want to do that, just text wish to 303-728-3420, and we're going to grant that here coming up next.
The Blazin' Hit Radio Christmas Wish. Hey, Kimberly, it's Larry and Kathy. We have your friend Taylor on the line. Can you hold on?
Sure.
Hey, Taylor, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so we have you and Kimberly on the line. Kimberly, Taylor wrote us a letter to our Christmas wish, and we were wondering if we could read it to you.
Sure.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So, Taylor wrote in, Dear Blazin' Hit Radio Christmas Wish. Unfortunately, this year I have someone that I would like to nominate for your Christmas wish. I say unfortunately because every year I listen, and I was always grateful that I didn't have anyone, but this year I do. Kimmy is one of my closest friends, and her family has recently been struck by tragedy. On November 14th, Kimmy's husband, Elias, went missing. Elias is a veteran, a former enlisted Marine that has struggled with PTSD and depression. Elias clocked out of work that day, and no one has seen him after that. Almost 2 weeks later, Elias's truck was found in Idaho Springs with no sign of him. A full search and rescue was started but was fruitless, and then it was suspended. A week later, unfortunately, Elias was found by his brother. Elias's struggles with mental illness got the best of him, and he took his own life. Kimmy has always truly been a bright light to everyone. She is the most caring, strong, generous person that I've ever met. Kimmy does haircuts for the homeless every week. She is very active in church, and she also volunteers. She also has 3 children, 3 boys. 2 are in high school, and 1 is in elementary school, and she has raised them impeccably. They are the most compassionate and gentlemanly young men that I have ever met. I can't imagine having to go through this, let alone through the holidays. I know that without income, she might struggle financially and also not be able to get to work herself. I would love to be able to bless her with maybe some Christmas gifts for the boys, possibly some groceries to help feed them. Anything would lighten their hearts and make it a little bit better this difficult time of year. Kimmy, you are my strength, and I love you so much. Taylor.
Wow. Thank you, Taylor. You're welcome. I love you. I love you too.
Well, we and the Green Solution were moved by the letter. We want to grant this Christmas wish, and so we want to start out by making
Just saying,
sure.
we just want to start by saying we're sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, and everybody always kind of looks past mental issues because they're something you can't see sometimes, and they're just as important as every other issue, a physical issue anybody can have. So I just want to bring awareness to that, but we wanted to make sure that you didn't have to worry about the boys, and we're going to get them a Christmas present each. So something nice so you don't have to stress about, what are we going to get the boys, okay?
Oh, thank you so much.
And we also want the 4 of you to go out and just have a good time. Spend time together as a family. And there's no better place to do that than Dave & Buster's.
For sure. That'll be a great distraction for you guys because there's lots of blinking lights and noises and sounds and drinks.
For sure. And their games and stuff have come a long way.
And their food's amazing.
Yes, they have a Pac-Man the size of a wall.
Right.
We want you guys just to go and just laugh again.
Oh, they would love that. Thank you. Thank you.
And last but not least, we definitely want to give you a $200 gift card to a superstore so you can get the things that you need, for Christmas and stuff like that, okay?
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful.
Oh, for sure. We just wanted to make sure that you guys had some distraction for the holidays, okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Where are y'all calling from again?
Blazin Hit Radio, Larry and Kathie and Wiggins.
Okay.
Yeah, we have our own radio
Sorry.
station now, so we wanted to continue our Christmas wish tradition, and we were just, moved by your letter.
Well, thank you very, very much. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. Of course. I just wanted to lighten the load a little bit, and I've been thinking about you every day, and I'm just I just want you guys to ease your hearts a bit. Well, you did. Thank you. It is going to be a very difficult Christmas. I know. I just wanted to make it a tiny bit easier.
Kimberly, I personally, I just have to tell you how amazing and brave and strong you are. I can't imagine raising 3 boys. And if your husband, Elias, he obviously was gone for a lot of those upbringings. If he was a Marine and you were doing it on your own, and then he came home, and it was probably very difficult to try to help him and see what you could do. And I know that you yourself have really been through it, but I just want you to know that I admire you, and I'm proud of how strong you are, and you just keep hanging in there and keeping your head up for those guys, okay?
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
The Blazin' Hit Radio Christmas Wish.
Brought to you by The Green Solution.
I don't care what they say about me.
And now,
I go dumb, I go stupid, I get crazy. Come on and
it's Kathie J's Stupid News.
Note to self, when driving a getaway car, make sure you go put gas in it.
That would be me.
Right, that would be you. Did you put gas in it, Larry? We told you. Be ready.
Oh, damn it. I was gonna, and then I got points if I go to Shell.
Yeah.
So I'd rather get it there.
There you go. All right, so police say a getaway car ran out of gas after an armed robbery near Atlanta.
Damn it, of all times. And, you know, they didn't have cash, and now they have cash.
But now they don't have the time to stop to get the gas.
Son of a... Isn't it always something?
It's always something. You can never win. So, 18-year-old Najee and 21-year-old Justin were charged with armed robbery after their arrest Tuesday morning. The statement was that the victim surrendered a wallet to two men at gunpoint in a grocery store parking lot about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so they go up to some guy, give us your wallet.
Officers found that car that the guy who got robbed said about 15 minutes later.
Whoa.
Yes, and the two guys were inside. They made it about 2 miles down the road before they ran out of gas. So the cops didn't even do a high-speed chase. They were driving around looking for the car. There it was on the side of the road, ran out of gas.
They're like, look, they're being obedient. They're pulling over.
They waited for us. So nobody was hurt. The victim wasn't hurt, but poor planning. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely check.
Right.
I mean, again, they didn't have any money. They had already gone to Change Star the week before and spent all that.
Right, exactly. Right. Which is why they came up with the plan.
Exactly.
Right.
We got to take somebody's wallet. We need more drugs.
A Lyft driver has now gone to court for allegedly pulling a handgun on her passengers and threatening to blast them.
Whoa. Because to protect herself, or she's just crazy?
She's crazy. So there's a new lawsuit that just came out, and this happened in September, but the lawsuit is just now hitting the media.
Okay.
Chicago Lyft driver, Jaleesa.
Chicago, tough town.
Chicago's a tough town. And Jaleesa was wearing a T-shirt that said, not this bitch. What was it? Something, but bitch was on her shirt, right? Okay, so then, apparently, she picked up two people after a nightclub, and started driving them home. Mm-hmm. Well, she went past a turn, took a wrong turn. And then the two in the back who had been drinking, obviously that's why they got the lift.
You're trying to overcharge us.
No, they just started arguing with her, okay?
Like you don't know where you're going.
And that's when Jaleesa pointed a gun at one of the passengers and told him to get out of the car. Both passengers got out of the car, not just one.
She's like, say what again?
Right.
I dare you. I double dare you.
Jaleesa followed him and said, I'll blast you.
Dang.
And then threw in a homophobic slur.
Uh-oh.
She had a valid concealed carry license for the weapon.
But that's usually not part of the Lyft deal.
Yeah, right. One of the passengers is suing Lyft on claims that the company has a duty to protect its passengers from dangerous drivers.
I know, but how do you even if you have a concealed carry, I mean, then it's legal.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that just because somebody's telling you went the wrong way, you can jump out and pull it on them.
Clearly, she's mental.
And they have a picture of her. Oh, the shirt says, "It's my birthday, bitch." But
people always get arrested in the funniest
They took
shirts.
a picture of her as she was yelling at him.
Damn.
After she kicked him out of the car. She looks very angry.
Right, and then they had to immediately use the Lyft app to get another driver.
Another driver, because, 2 in the morning, where are you going?
She probably got a 1 star. They're like,
definitely one.
No tip.
Right.
No tip.
Do not go with this woman.
Right.
And finally, a guy burned down the city's $40,000 Christmas tree.
What?
Oops.
Faulty wiring?
Oops. Apparently, he wanted to do it on purpose.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Police-
So he's like atheist. No.
Who knows, really, right? I mean, a lot of people aren't happy right now, this time of year, for whatever reason. Police in the city of Mason near Phoenix say a guy got arrested on arson and criminal charges.
Yikes.
4-story tall Christmas tree was the focal point of Mesa's annual Christmas celebration.
He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
34-year-old Samuel was found nearby.
Say what again?
Right.
I dare you. I'll double dare you.
Set fire to the Christmas tree. Early Wednesday morning, it went up in smoke. When police got there, they found Samuel. Wasn't that far away from the tree, and he said Merry Christmas.
He was holding a lighter and fluid.
he was holding a book of matches.
Whoa.
So they booked him on 2 counts of 2 felonies. Unclear if he has a lawyer.
Yeah, there's cameras everywhere. They can just go find the good thing they found him so quickly. Now they probably just went to some camera to prove that he did it.
Exactly, because you got to have that.
Right, there's everywhere. Those are everywhere.
And now city officials are trying to find a replacement tree. Where do you find a 4-story Christmas tree?
You're going to have to just go to the woods.
Right, exactly. And do you even want to worry about it?
No, we
Christmas
should have a
this
fake
weekend.
one anyway.
And just hang some lights from the pole.
Sure, this year we're just going to ghetto rig it.
Thanks a lot, Samuel.
Blazin' Hit Radio.
Better music,
Less commercials.
more Larry and Kathie.
Before we get into Trash and Bash, which is coming up here, you guys had just found out that Ocean's 8 trailer. You wanted to watch that, right?
We want to watch it together, the new Ocean's 8 trailer.
I didn't even know until recently that this was a movie, and so is it a play?
It's a girl version.
It's a girl version.
Yeah, so
Not bad.
if I remember right, Sandra Bullock is a cousin of Danny Ocean, who is George Clooney's
Oh, so they're tying
character.
it into the actual storyline.
There's that. And so it's Sandra Bullock, Rihanna, Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson's from American Horror Story.
Right.
Kate Blanchett.
Wow, what a cast.
Anne Hathaway.
What? That's how Ocean's 11 was.
Right.
I know.
Helena Bonham Carter, Mindy Kaling, and Aquafina. They're all in this new Ocean's 8.
Okay.
Watered bottle?
Aquafina, no, the
Aquafina?
rapper chick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is crazy.
There's Sandra Bullock.
Hold on.
Good afternoon, Miss Ocean. As you know, parole is a privilege.
It's a mistake, but it happened. And if I were to be released, I would I would just want the simple life. I just want to hold down a job, make some friends, pay my bills.
Even if this was possible, you'd need 20 people.
7 people.
Why do you need to do this?
Because it's what I'm good at.
That was Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, that's cool.
She's like the Brad Pitt.
5 or 6 hours.
How long if I told you you didn't have to live with your mother anymore?
Espiritu Mariposcoy, ¿cuál tiene here? Less. There's name. Name ball.
Rihanna.
Name.
8 ball.
I'm gonna be really poor.
What if we could make all this go away?
That's Aquafina.
Back, please. And hers as well. Sorry.
It's okay.
So they all have different skills, obviously.
I'm with my family. I told you not.
I'm in your garage. Do you want me to tell you how big the job
No,
is?
I'm out.
I'll tell you how big the job is.
I'll be back before you know it. Can I come with you? This is Mommy's very special work trip.
Oh, this looks awesome.
They didn't show us Anne Hathaway yet.
Yeah.
In 3.5 weeks, the Met will be hosting its annual ball.
They're going to
We
the
are
Met.
going to rob it. Not the ball itself.
On the neck of Daphne Kluger.
Valued at over $100
million.
It's 150 million, actually.
Revenge. It's a twofer.
Every con has its pros.
You want a job in a job.
Taylor Swift? Can't we just go to this? Do we have to steal stuff?
Yes.
Is it genetic? Are the whole family like this?
Literally.
Wow, that looks so good.
It looks cool because it's like an inside, behind the scenes look at the Met Gala.
Right.
Which people have always wondered about. Like, how do they wear that expensive jewelry and how does it get back into a
Protected.
safe?
Right,
yeah,
for sure.
For real.
And-
So that's a brilliant idea.
And it's good that Anne Hathaway is the star they're going to rob, so that's her role.
Yes.
She looks kind of like an airhead.
And we'll throw that up on blazinhitradio.com if you want to see it. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like you're seeing a lot of women empowerment in real life, and then that movie comes out.
Yeah, and then
it's-
eventually you're going to hear all the young guys on the set were harassed by all those women.
Yeah.
Those rich, powerful women.
Payback.
It won't be out till June 8th of next year. That's a bummer.
Oh, wow. But still, that's just
it's a good
dope.
teaser.
Yeah.
Why is it? I hate when they do trailers like that
So
soon.
far, I
yeah,
know.
because it's like I'd rather, because then you forget about it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Then it comes out and you're like,
Regardless, that looks good.
No, that'll be awesome. So that comes out, I guess, next year. So right now, let's get into Trash and Bash. We'll have that coming up here next. We're talking earlier, and we'll get back into it about Justin and Selena getting back together and its health implications on her mother.
Exactly. She's making her mother sick.
Can't keep her thoughts to herself.
Blazin Hit Radio.
Good morning, you guys.
Now with more us.
You rock.
Better music, less commercials, more Larry and Kathie.
I just love you both.
You know, the best part about more of Larry and Kathie and myself, Wiggins, is that more of the listeners get to get involved. More of the listeners get to interact with us all day long on the text line, on the shout out, on the phone line. And so last week we were talking about ways that people epically quit their job, right?
Drop the mic.
Yeah, drop that mic and how they did it. This text comes in and says, last week when you were talking about ways to leave your job on your last day, it was my last week at my job. Friday was our company's Christmas party, and I still wanted to go because all of my work friends and free food and alcohol, of course.
Yeah.
My boss got a hotel room that she let me keep my stuff in during the party. My boyfriend and I went to her room to grab my things so we could go home, and we decided to have sex in her bed as a big F you before we left. She's the reason I'm leaving this job, but I had her still thinking we were good friends to make that last couple weeks bearable.
She thought I put a pube on her pillow.
We were talking about vasectomies as well. Kathie, my brother, got a vasectomy, and his crew got back together, him and his wife, and he and his wife got pregnant after that.
No.
Yeah,
That can happen?
He had to go get another vasectomy.
So then
It grew back together.
Well, you would have.
Oh, it grew. That's why I was like, his crew got back together. I was like,
what do these boys have to do with this? Yo, man, we can't get back together if you're going to have a baby with her.
Right, you got to get the crew back together.
Wow. So wait a minute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it grew back together. You could sue that doctor, right?
I don't know. I don't
because
know.
we didn't.
No, it
we
happens.
Can't afford another baby.
No, it happens. It does happen. It's a slim chance, but it.
No, I know, but I wonder if
happens.
in the little paperwork there's some fine print like you may have another baby. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, for sure. Because it's been known to
then
happen.
Don't do it.
Larry, it's better than having a what's the woman procedure?
Tubes tied.
Yeah, right. Tubes tied.
Yeah, which is so
you ain't going up in there.
Yeah, it's way better to get
it makes
this.
it all look like it looks like a pretzel.
No, thank you.
Right. No, thank you.
OMG, Larry, my dad wore jock straps for softball. Yuck! I saw them in the laundry.
This one we were wondering how to put it out the grease fire. Baking soda puts out your grease fire. The problem is my baking soda is right next to the stove where the
so
grease
it already
fire
caught fire.
would be happening.
It's the only box that didn't catch fire. It's all perfect shape.
I love hearing Wig and Larry fight. I bet the makeup sex is nuts.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
Salt does put out fires, though. Salt puts out fires, but it's baking soda that works the best. So that's good to know. So it's nice just to have these listeners give us the feedback because we know we're not insane when we say that salt can put out fires.
Right.
Exactly.
Caitlin says she's paranoid this morning. Thanks, guys. Just had to turn around and go back home to make sure I turned my curling iron off. Thanks a lot. Now I'm all paranoid. Happy holidays.
I do that every time, like once I leave something on, and every time it's not on.
Yeah,
so
no,
now,
totally.
And then I'm thinking every time that I leave, like, come on, Larry, your track record's awesome.
I do that too.
Right.
Like,
and then you're like, but this could be the one time.
And I'm not going to be back for hours.
Exactly. And I'm more adamant about the dryer thing than ever before because my neighbor's house just got fire.
And that's crazy to me because you guys they're newer houses.
No, for sure. So it's kind of just like whatever, there can be buildup within the dryer,
yes,
within the tube, and within the wall. You know what I mean? Right. All that lint and whatever comes out of the dryer.
So this one says, I love Larry, and Kathie, you might know this movie, but it says, I love it when Larry mocks Kathie. He sounds like the strawberry guy Barry trying to translate for the food from the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
I love that movie.
Have you seen that? Okay. So I guess that's what you sound like. Thanks for making me laugh. I'm glad you're back. P.S. My sister just got back home from being stationed in Hawaii and posted something on Facebook about morning shows sucking in Denver, which we know.
Yeah.
And I told her to download the app that it was going to change her life.
Yay! Thank you, Christian, and hi to your sister. And we're so happy that you're home visiting for the holidays. But we'll go back to Hawaii with you if you want.
Exactly, and we're not kidding because one of Kathie's close friends, and I would guess consider him friend because he did offer it to me too.
Right.
Has a house in Hawaii, and he says that we're going to go stay there.
That
we
be
can stay
awesome.
there. So before anything happens to that relationship, we really need to take him up on that. Does anybody have a date in mind? Because I'm not kidding.
Like, let's just leave tomorrow.
No, this is now the wrong time to go to Hawaii. The Christmas time, everybody goes to Hawaii. It's crowded.
Listen, who cares? We're just going to be in his mansion and just hanging out.
That's true.
Right, and then we'll be like, hanging out by the pool,
walking around in jock straps.
Okay.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is getting better and better.
Larry, you're
and better.
Am I invited to this party?
Oh no, you're not.
Here, I guess not.
You'll stay in his guest house. You'll be in the pool house.
You just took it. It just took a turn, Wig.
Yeah, a sexy turn.
Like Kayla, myself, we're not invited.
No,
you guys stay in the pool house.
Yeah. It's just you and Mr. Efficient Wiggins and producer
your
Bolte
sports bras.
and Aldo,
right? And then
walking around in your jock straps,
right? And you and Kayla could finally scratch that itch.
What itch?
The "Do we like girls" itch.
I'm not gonna ever. I would never walk around in jock strap around you. I'd walk
You're
around
the one that brought it up. Oh,
yeah, walking around in front of the girls.
I don't want to see it. No offense.
Hey, here's the problem.
Yes, you do.
Look at all this.
There's probably like 1% of the population that rocks those. You know what I mean?
A
It's
jock
not.
strap?
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
It's the models on the box,
or Tebow, or whoever,
or me. No.
All right. Well, hey, if you want to, let's do it. If you'd like to see Wiggins in a jockstrap, vote now. 303-728-3420.
If we had a GoFundMe started and it hit a certain budget, I guess I would do a show in a jockstrap.
Gross.
Wow.
But it has to reach a certain money, and I get all the money.
Okay. Well,
Now you're just a hooker. Like, I'll just cut you the check.
Right now,
Let's
you're
cut
a
out the
hooker.
middleman. Let's not pretend this is raising funds.
It's raising funds.
I'd like to go fund you. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
We took it too far, man.
You always
Really?
go one
You were
step
walking
more.
around in a jockstrap for money, and I said I'd go fund you, and now it's too far. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to call it a day now.
Okay.
All right.
A big, long day.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for streaming, listening. And we know a lot of you, some people are on Christmas break, but a lot of people are doing the grind and
You guys
working
are right
right
here
now.
with
They're
us.
with us.
You're
so.
our road dogs.
Yes, and to the people that sent the eggplant pictures this morning,
Yeah,
thank
what
you.
was
What was that all about?
What was that about? They sent it in different sizes. Like as you scroll down, it was all small eggplant, small medium
bigger.
eggplant,
Ooh,
bigger
I like
eggplant,
that.
giant eggplant.
See, I like that. I like whoever sent that.
Eggplant and jockstrap.
Hey, you
Was
know
that
it is.
was that a message to me?
No.
Was that sent to Kathy? Was that for Wiggins?
Or was it Bolte?
It's our girl in the Bay. It's Michelle in San Francisco.
A girl.
Yes, she's just.
Larry's like, I don't care.
No, girls should only be able to send the taco emoji,
No.
not the eggplant.
We send the eggplant like it's a hey girl.
Oh, hey girl, what?
But
I'm
the
trans.
taco.
Oh,
No, like why would I send a taco? I'm not a lesbian.
oh, but I mean, why would you send a girl an eggplant?
Because that's for a brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what the eggplant emoji is.
Well, this all just took a weird
emoji-
turn.
Sorry.
Eggplant emojis are supposed to represent all genitalia, not
Okay,
just
fine.
brothers.
Well, I
but
see.
I know that what you're saying, it is purple.
Right.
All right. Well, this all just
Not
took
all
a
of them
weird turn.
And happy holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Stocking stuffer.
In a happy jockstrap.